Yeah. It's Sally. I'ma try to just let the music flow through me on this one. Yeah. I gotta speak the truth because the truth will set you free. But the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. But the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. These niggas tryna buy the check, and don't compare me with them. He reached inside Pandora's box and he left with no limbs, trying to get ahead, and every night repenting his sins. He feel it within, and now it starts to leak off his pen. He wants to give up, cause now he sees his weakness again. He hates himself because he's different, and he feel like he's been to hell and back 1,000 times, and he can't get a win. He knows that the light it flickers, but some days it be dim, convincing himself that the time it moves according to him, and the world is really his, but y'all just living within his perception like refraction. He just bent it again to rationalize his mistakes, to think he's winning again. Can face the truth, feel like a lion in this booth. I'm never lying in this booth. Get my soul, I be crying in this booth. In the galactic I travel with a ride in this booth. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Trying to let go of old ways. Matrix got me in a daze for days. Then I wake up, back to the craze, back to what's great. Sleep again, restart the phase. I'm stuck in a maze. How the fuck I'm still in this place? I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I'm still on this chase. I've lived, I've died, I've lived, but I know this is fate. The evil one starts to test that arrival. Every day I walk on this earth, an attack on my vitals. I mean my flesh is spirit protected but need a vest, cause demons they walk among us. We nine and know we threats. My name Helly.
My name 10, you know the rest. Need a mountain in Budapest with some monks to denounce my flesh, cause the world becoming a mess. My girl becoming the nuisance, my wife becoming the test. My kids is all that I live for, avoiding them when I'm stressed. Detached from civilian life, still walk around with a vest. A general when this army cut legs and I sever chest. God forgive me for the test that I failed. So no more hell, you're seeking angels in the flesh, we need Jesus. Been crying out since a fetus, believe it. I'm Nicodemus whenever judgment bells ringing, lights fleeting. Tell the truth when the water's deep, when the drown, when the lies creeping. It's cool in the dark till light creeping. Good offense, can buy defense, I buy demons. In the name of you know, I'm Van Gogh with Vans on Pluto. Or on Mars, you see stars when we fall through though. In 24K everything, I'm all proof though that it's still gold and we still pure. Dante, go ahead and shoot though.
I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. Yeah, the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. I gotta speak my truth because the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free.
Salute to everybody that's in the building. If you can hear me loud and clear, drop those fire emojis. Grand Rising family, man. We back with another one, man. You already know the vibes, man. We are here, locked and loaded. Hopefully everybody is ready to get into this live stream. You already know what we're talking about. This is the Wake and Bake Show. What's the next move for so-called foundational Black American / Aboriginal American? I'm just asking. Might get roasted for asking, but I had to ask. Let me see what my brother asked in the chat. What my brother asked in the chat. Yes. Yeah, man, we got to talk about that. Let's talk about that. I mean, maybe it is a dumb, but I feel like we've constantly addressed those conversations about how Native Americans are constantly been taking our identity, constantly taking our lineage and our names for and, and going up under the guidance from what we originate from. So not these Hispanics and Mexicans are not indigenous. They're not part of the Inca. They're not part of the Olmec. They're not part of the Mayan race. And these are the things that we got to make examples of. Man, shout out to everybody in the building. And before we even get started, I do need each and every one of you guys to share the live stream on all your favorite social media outlets. All right, whether it's TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be, man, go ahead and share the live stream, man. We appreciate everybody in the building, man. How y'all feeling this grand rising? How y'all feeling? Let me go grab my cup of water. We're gonna get this thing started. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me go grab my cup of water. While I do that, I'm gonna give y'all love. All right. Rise up. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Like I said, man, we got a lot to get into, man. We're going to be breaking down a lot of this whole format. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, though, man. We do appreciate everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Y'all already know the vibes, man. So, what's the next move for us, so-called Aboriginal or Indigenous or FBA, if you will? What is our next move, family? What is our next move? Anybody got any clues? Good morning from Michigan. Shout out to Angela Knox. Shout out to Roger W, Holy Trolley, Tayshawn. Humble Up is in the building. Brown Splat Power, Big Nami in the building. Rising Aborigine, Junebug, Redskin. Collected 73. Mighty with the new kicks. And I believe that's it for the family that's in the building. So yeah, man, I think the next move for us is to sit back and examine to see what the fuck is going on with these immigrants. Because obviously, once they get out of move out the way, it's nothing but opportunity for us. I mean, at the end of the day, it's nothing but opportunity. Shout out to the brothers and sisters that's been standing on this business, American business, whether you claim to be American Indian, Aboriginal, or FBA. We are all in support of one another. So shout out to you guys. I just want to see what's the next move, man. It's a lot of shit going on in LA. I want to get some of the indigenous perspective before I get into some of this dialogue. Maybe we have an open discussion right quick. I'll drop the link. Now, normally I'm not going to allow people up on this particular platform, but today I'm going to allow a few people up to speak. We're going to allow a few people up to speak if y'all want to, man. We'll allow a few people up to speak if they want to. Stop being violent towards each other, support Black business, take care of family, get in better health. Absolutely. That's all we should be really worried about, Jay Legend. I absolutely agree. I think that's all we should be focusing on is raising our children, taking care of household, and creating economic stability within our own communities. Aboriginal Copper Freeman, good to see you in here. So yeah, man. Oh, maybe that's the wrong link in the chat. Hold on. They've been doing that here lately with the StreamYards. I don't know what the fuck is up with that, but that may be the wrong link. Let me drop this link in the chat. Actually, it's the correct link. I put the correct link in there. Both of them was correct. But yeah, man, shout out to XL Raging Bird. He said ancestral rising, big Aboriginal power, much love and support. Absolutely, man. If you haven't had the chance to hit that like button as we came into the building, family, go ahead and hit that like button right motherfucking now, man. I want y'all to hit that like button right now, man. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's gonna be very important for you guys to subscribe. Where do I start? Our next move is to stick together. That's coming from Ronald Tucker. Ronald Tucker, I agree with you, brother. I think we got to deal with harmony. I think we got to start bringing this shit back together. Shout out to me, Bap. Nigga made that $5 challenge right when you ended the live stream. Damn, did you? Let me see if I shout out to my nigga Bucky Wingo, because I think you did donate yesterday. Y'all be hitting the $5 challenge later a little bit. You got to get right up on it, man. Shout out to Bucky though. I mean, I don't even know if it came through yesterday. I didn't see it yesterday. I only think it came through, Bucky. And I only think it came through, gang. Shout out to Craig Lloyd, though, for supporting today's live stream. I think Craig Lloyd supported today. Shout out to Craig Lloyd. We do appreciate that. See, you bogus as hell, Bucky Wingo. You bogus as hell, gang. You bogus as hell for that, gang. But yeah, man, this Los Angeles rise, man. I'm glad I'm not seeing too many of our people down there getting involved, protecting these immigrants. I don't think that's the right thing to do, is get down there and protect your people. These people did not protect us at any given time. They never did, and I don't think they ever will. You see what I'm saying? I don't think they is or ever will. Shout out to my boy Wild Savage in the building. It's a Tennessee thing, man. Also, can we get the likes up, family? Can we get the likes up, family? Damn. I hope I ain't rub y'all the wrong way. No diddy. Hit the like, man. We should at least be at 53 likes. I know we ain't got no haters in here fresh off. Ain't no way a hater comes straight to my live stream. The first thing they want to do is hate. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, it can't be real, guys. No bullshit. But yeah, man, we're gonna be dealing with this whole immigration thing. I think the next move for us is just to continue to do what we're doing, keep building, stay out these people's way, do not get involved. This fight is not our fight. This is a gripe between immigrants, whether legal or illegal. It's not our gripe. Ooh. Whether legal or illegal, it's not our gripe. I do want to play some clips from the guy right here. Shout out to Black Alpha. He's fired. If you ain't subscribed to my brother Black Alpha, go subscribe to his channel. I will leave the link in the description box. Let's see what my brother got to say, though. We're going to break this shit down. Let's go.
Foundational Black Americans, non-deportable, and you can hold your own fajita, your own taco, your own burrito, your El Grande, whatever the hell you hold it. Just know you're going to be holding it going that way because we right here standing focused. Family, they done popped off what we said was going to pop off, and now they sending in the goddamn Marines. You know, when the Marines start showing up in the Mayo Society, they out here telling Julio, you spit, we hit. Well, goddamn it, Foundational Black Americans about to sit on that couch and watch everything play out. It has gotten real because these people thought they was going to disrespect us. These people thought they was going to talk down on us, and now they finding out there's never been an us. It's only we being certified Foundational Black American freedmen, and them being sit your ass home with the Billy Club to your dome. Y'all check this out right now. Tell me if it hasn't gotten real in the United States of America. And when I say real, I'm talking about Donald Trump has deployed 700 Marines on top of the National Guard, on top of all of the Proud Boys who are going down to California, on top of the militias who are there in California. So it's about to be some mayo versus some tacos. It's about to be some Tabasco versus some Miracle Whip. And Foundational Black Americans don't give a damn about nothing. Let's go.
Making sure that that is secure. And what they are trying to do now is to get these protesters, who have numbered in the hundreds today, to get out of the way of downtown Los Angeles. So how do you feel about the way things are going here?
It's just horrible the way that they're shooting the non-lethal rounds at point-blank range. It's hitting people, and people are bleeding out in the streets, and they won't let ambulances come in. It's just horrible.
How do you bring this protest to an end now?
All they have to do is they have to remove the Marines, remove the National Guard from California, from Los Angeles, and then you commit to get rid of ICE out of Los Angeles, like California City just did, like Glendale just did. It's possible. Just get rid of ICE, all right?
That's bullshit. Look at them, y'all. They got them there. Hey, the Marines is there, man. It's officially war. Marines ain't with that, pulling out stink bombs and flashbangs and batons, nigga. It's 223s and 762s around this motherfucker. If I need to make the screen bigger for y'all, if I need to make it bigger, just let me know.
Family, was they doing the National Guard Mayo two-step? I promise you they two-stepping towards them damn protesters and them illegals. Y'all look, they doing the Mayo two-step. 1, 2, 3, 4. They was doing the Mayo do-si-do. I be damned.
Damn.
United States Marine Corps is on the ground. Yes, you indeed. So 700 of America's finest are now on the ground, gonna be performing anti-insurrection duty in the city of Los Angeles.
Active duty U.S. Marines are headed to L.A. President Donald Trump has mobilized more than 700 Marines based in California to come to Los Angeles following days of protests. Protests kicked off after recent immigration enforcement actions by the Trump administration. Some of those protests at times have turned violent. We've seen vandalism. There's video of some demonstrators lobbing projectiles at police officers who then respond with tear gas and rubber bullets. This, of course, comes after Donald Trump has called up about 2,000 National Guard members here in California without the permission of state officials.
Are you all paying attention? Because 700 Marines have just been deployed in Los Angeles. And I'm not joking around, y'all. This is wild.
And I'm gonna be covering later on the Sin City murder, the YouTube troll that ended up shooting someone on live. They had been trolling on. They've been going back and forth on YouTube. They end up meeting up. Things get bad to the point where the one guy lost his life and his wife lost his life as well. I'm going to be covering that story, how YouTube trolling goes wrong.
700 Marines dispatched to Los Angeles protests. Do you support this?
There they go. They said they wasn't coming, but there go them trucks.
Bucky Wingo, that's me. That's me, Bucky. That's me.
Military was going to pull up on illegals. It's real. They said that Julio was about to get hit upside the head with 4, 5, 6 billy clubs. It's real.
All right, guys, I am going live. As the Marines going to be used against America's people.
From a weekend of violence, thousands of protesters, police, and the National Guard squaring off as sweeping immigration raids continue across the city.
Now the
Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get these likes up, too, man. That's going to send the code to the algorithm to push this information out. We got 82 of the family members in here. All I need is each and every one of you guys to share the live stream at least on 2 of your favorite social media outlets, all right? Share the live stream, family. Let's get a few people to share this live stream, man. Let's lock in. All right? Shout out to everybody in the building. If you do want to support the channel, support the channel. You understand what I'm saying? We got to stand on business. Shout out to Kev Rowe in the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to Kev Rowe. Definitely might want to get Kev Rowe to get his opinion on this conversation. I think that'll be dope. But make sure y'all share this live stream. Let me drop the link for Kev Rowe. This link is for Kev Rowe, y'all. No, none of you motherfuckers hit that link. We want to talk to Kev today.
The state plans to file
He's in the California area.
lawsuit against President Trump's administration for deploying the National Guard to confront protesters. However, the president says he's now mobilizing about 700 Marines until more National Guard troops arrive.
As LA braces for what many fear will be another night of confrontations and chaos.
How many Marines? How many Marines?
For deploying the National Guard to confront protesters. However, the president says he's now mobilizing about 700 Marines until
I ain't gonna lie though. Normally, like you can take 700 Marines and send them to any country, and they can control and take over a whole country.
Absolutely.
You can send 700 Marines to any country, they can take over the country, man. Matter of fact, we'll say 300 Marines, 400 Rangers, the countries took over.
Yep.
Any country. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's absolutely insane, man. I believe it's a public cry or declaration for war. You can't burn this country's flag like you see right here behind me, like you guys see. You cannot do that and then fly your flag while screaming "fuck America." Excuse my French. That is an act of war, family. And to allow that only means that we're not standing up for our country. I'm hearing these people talk about this country was once ours. No, it wasn't. It belonged to the indigenous peoples. You're not indigenous to this land. So they have these whole narratives that's been put, but we're going to continue to break down some of this stuff that's going on, man. Make sure you hit that like button.
until more National Guard troops arrive.
As LA braces for what many fear will be another night of confrontations and chaos here. Burned out cars, broken glass, and debris litter the streets of downtown Los Angeles. Remnants. Dozens have been detained. Family members speaking publicly for the first time today say most are simple, hard-working laborers.
I'm here today on behalf of my father and the dozens of families who were kidnapped by ICE. I witnessed how they put my father in handcuffs, chained him from the waist and from his ankles.
She says the detainees haven't been allowed to communicate.
What the hell you thought you was gonna have a bunch of feathers tying you up, nigga? You's a criminal. You gonna be in chains. You lucky we didn't have you on a dolly, strapped to a dolly, and we just roll you to your cell. You guys are criminals. Now y'all want to talk about due process after you done came into a people country legally, you know? And guess what I heard? I heard that this whole riot started over a misunderstanding. I heard that a LA drug task force. Now, mind you, raids been going on. ICE raids has been going on in LA and throughout the country since February, since Trump came into presidency. He signed those particular bills. I heard that it was a LA drug bust from the LA drug task force, the DEA drug task force, raided some illegal immigrants' house, and they took it as ICE raids. And this is what started this whole protest shit in LA. This is what I heard from my intel on the streets. They said this shit started from a simple drug bust that was confused as an ICE raid, family. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, family. It don't make no sense. So, you know, I mean, some people think it could be propaganda. Some people just think it could be an act of war. Listen, let's just be one thing for sure. A war doesn't happen unless an invasion happens. Okay? A war does not happen unless an invasion happens. And what we have been witnessing for the last 4 years is a public mass invasion of illegals, not just Hispanics from Latin countries, but from East India, from Asia, and from all over the fucking world. But obviously the Latin-speaking countries are in this, or came in at more alarming numbers than the Chinese and the East Indians. So what we're saying is we got to control our country. You can't name a country that doesn't have secure borders. Even third world countries have secure borders. You couldn't listen. Let's just flip the scenario, family. Let's just say we flip the scenario. Let's say we go to Mexico and we start rioting and destroying shit. We taking down Mexican flags. We're screaming F Mexico, and we start flying the American flag, family. We will probably have our heads chopped off and lined up the highway in Mexico if we was to do some shit like that. Not only would we have a mass crowd of people trying to brutally unalive you, if you would have to survive it, you will be automatically locked up in Mexican government authority. You know, you will be in their control. You will be under their custody. After the vicious mob beat you, and if you survive, you're going to jail. This will not be allowed in no country, yet alone Mexico, yet alone Asia, yet alone anywhere. Why the fuck are we allowing immigrants to come over here in mass numbers and destroy a country that's not theirs, nor did they help build? This is another thing that trips me out, family. They're flying their flags all in America, and I'm hearing them. Viva la Mexica, Viva la Rasta, all this little stuff. They talking this American, this Mexican shit. We're proud Mexicans. But you don't want to go back to Mexico. Make it make sense. They're so proud of being Mexican, but when they get snatched up and told that you're going back to Mexico, now it's no, I don't want to go back to Mexico. So you can't have it both ways, family. These people are sitting here trying to fight our government when they fled and did not flee. I mean, they fled and did not fight their government. Why the fuck did they want to fight our government and get buck wild? You didn't do that in your homeland. That's absolutely insane to me. So we're going to continue some more of this content, though.
Communicate with lawyers or their families. California Governor Gavin Newsom accusing the president of manufacturing a crisis, federalizing 2,000 of the state's National Guard soldiers, deploying around 300 so far.
Y'all hit that like button, man. Share this live stream too, man. I do want y'all to share this live stream out. I need everybody to hit that like button, man. If y'all can hear my voice right now, drop a fire emoji. After you drop a fire emoji, family, please hit that like button. It's a huge form of supporting. Getting in the comment section and also sharing the live stream is a huge form of support.
Boom. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. And family, business is about to get extra real in the United States of America. You can't make this up, and we ain't trying to lie about it. We told these people that y'all been playing a real good game with supremacy, and Julio didn't want to believe because Julio came over here and he wanted to be a W. Fam, this is the dominant society giving the taco society their "you're not white" wake-up call. And we've been the ones telling everybody that's what it is. They mad because they cannot be seen as white folks, and the white folks ain't playing with them. So you got
all immigrants that come over here want to be seen close to or at least as the white people or looked at. Almost every immigrant class is wanting to come here to have their seat next to the European. And what they're finding out is that you're not. It doesn't even make any remote sense. Just think about it. Majority of Americans voted for Donald Trump. Are we correct about that? Majority of Americans voted for Donald Trump. And we knew that Donald Trump had already talked about mandating deportation. A lot of Hispanics voted for this. Now, this is the key thing. The same people that advocated for the Hispanics, these local communities in LA, now they're going against the Hispanics because the Hispanics is destroying their property in their neighborhood and causes disruption in the economic stability within LA. So now the same people that was allocating for you, you're now destroying their shit, which virtually is making them go against you. These Hispanics have fucked up. This was a chess move. They made the wrong move, family. We sitting back just watching this shit like they done effed up big time, man. You know, so now it's the game. It's the I want to fight. I want to stay in America and fight to be white. But now you got to fight the whites. So now you're gonna fight the whites to be white. It's not gonna work like that. See, they forgot what the mission was that they came up with here. They've been bootlickers since the beginning. Every immigrant come over here and wants to have a seat next to the white man. None of them wants to come be you. None of them wants to be looked at as you. They don't want to be treated like you. They want to be treated like the pale skin. And that's just the fact.
Everybody right now going to Los Angeles, California. And let me make this clear, fam. Breaking news from Black Alpha. It ain't just the Marines that are on their way down there. No. All across the United States of America, every single Mayo and Miracle Whip from the trailer parks with the meth pipes, with everything, are on their way to Los Angeles, California. You messed up, Julio. Now you're going to have to pay the price. Y'all look at this right here, family. Look at this.
Ooh-wee.
Heading to LA, ETA 16 hours. Yes, you are seeing it right on your screen, family. Now the militia groups are on their way down.
Oh shit, they done got the good old boys coming from Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Kansas, Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia. They on their way out. We're gonna get us some Mexicans. We've been waiting to get in on it. You know, they 16-hour ride is a good old ride. Y'all been waiting to get a goddamn wetty.
Hey, Bell, they in Irmo, South Carolina right now. They in Irmo.
You is?
No, I said the ice and Irma right now. Somebody posted on
Yeah, they
Facebook.
all
They said
over.
ice and
They
Irma.
all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just imagine that conversation. You can just imagine that conversation of these good old boys riding out. You know, they've been not liking these Hispanics since they got here. Shout out to Young Deals, man. Shout out to Young Deals. Appreciate you for coming over. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe. We got to kick these illegals out. You know, and we're going to start with the Hispanics because it's different fashions of illegals. There's buffer classes that's in front of us. And, you know, we're going to get to it, man. Drop those fire emojis, hit that like button. Moderators, put that Cash App in the chat so the family can support the channel if they support. Let's get these likes up, family. We need to get at least 30 more likes, family. Can we get 30 more likes? Is that too much to ask for? 30 more likes, family. Is that too much to ask
down
for?
there to LA because the militia groups got something to say. This ain't just about immigration, family. Hell no. This ain't just about we want a place to stay. Hell no. This is about the dominant society going to full-fledged war with Julio Romero Gonzalez. That's what this is about. And we've been saying it the whole damn time. Look at them, fam. I'm on the road again.
They going to go get Chavo Guerrero, goddamn. Hector Iglesias. Y'all better get down low. We going to go and get a little pig snatching. We're looking for a coyote. They going coyote hunting tonight. You know, coyote is a code word for illegal immigrants that's smuggling shit over. You know, they're going to go look for a coyote.
Can't wait to see Julio again. They on their way and they traveling right there. And they got messages that are coming out throughout the United States. So let's make this clear. Let's frame it, fam. Since we already started off, we almost got 1,000 people in less than 10 minutes. And y'all know in Black Alpha, we going 100 miles an hour, top drop.
He definitely be going in. I actually appreciate his content, man. Shout out to Black Alpha. If you're not familiar with Black Alpha, go subscribe to my brother's channel. The link is in the description box. Go subscribe to his channel, man. And also make sure y'all share this channel around. If y'all go to his channel, get in the comment section, tell them Big Aboriginal Power sent y'all over there. You feel what I'm saying? Support the movement, share the live stream. Let's get 200 people in this live stream, this Grand Rising. Let's see if we can get 200 in here this Grand Rising.
Back, y'all. We are seeing not only the military out there, you're seeing obviously the National Guard and the Marines, but you're also seeing the dominant society from every spectrum. And you got videos that are popping up all across social media with people saying, you come on down here and try that, Julio, and see what happens. Fam, we've been telling everybody this is way deeper than immigration. This is way deeper than migration. This is about the dominant society giving all of the Julios you ain't dark white wake-up call. And we sitting back watching it all unfold. Look at this right here, family. You think it ain't real in the street? They got the Confederate flag wrapped around their dirty, dusty-ass dirt neck with a goddamn tobacco-chewing, spitting army.
He frying them. Hey, but that Confederate flag belongs to the indigenous peoples. So they're only as proud as the heritage that they're limited to. Because the root of their heritage that they're so proud about come directly from indigenous peoples like myself. American Negroes, aka FBA, nigga. That's our shit.
Army hat on, and they're making these threats right here to Julio as well. Man, you done pissed Jethro off too.
That's the difference between the South and California. They wouldn't need the military. They do that shit down south. I promise you that. White boy.
I hope those same people posting those videos get to see this video.
That's the difference between the South and California. They wouldn't need the military. They do that shit down south. I promise you that. White boy. White boy. White boy.
I'm gonna cover. He told you. And we ain't got no remorse for these people because as they're on one side trying to tell us that we need to go ahead and support them and get on board with whatever they're talking about, they were also saying this about black folks.
I'm fake. I know you do, dog. I'll spit out your plate. I'll put my on your plate. Family, kids, That's all this. I can't sleep comfortably because of
He be getting a whole he be expecting us to give us a whole that right there.
Go to cover.
Y'all see the way they be talking to black folks? You see why we say we ain't got no goddamn capes for nobody? You see why we sitting on the couch? You see why we are standing on FBA business? Look how they be talking to folks that they think is black, and I'm not even sure this guy's black. But let's make it clear, y'all. They don't like nothing dark, all right? It's beyond anti-black racism with these folks. It's anti-dark racism. If your ass got a piece of dark shade on you, they don't like you. How do you know? Because these folks be 3 shades darker than midnight and hate the person in the mirror, okay? Black Alpha gonna tell you who you really are, Romero, Gonzalez, Pedro. You cannot stand anybody who isn't a W because you spent your whole life wanting to be a W. You ain't got no smoke for Brad or Chad, but you want to come at anybody who got a little bit of melanin like this right here. See the way they throw around the N-word left and right? You see, family, and I'm talking about California. I'm talking about on the East Coast as well. Anywhere you find these people, Chicago, no matter where you're at, these people don't rock with us in good because now we done called them bluff and letting the world know we don't rock with them.
Yeah, you do. Stop playing. Yeah, you do. Act like I don't know. Hey, stop playing. You're talking about, can I get a discount? Can I get a this? Can I get a that? That nigga right there. Put that at him right there. Put that out there right there.
He doesn't look like he gonna cover though.
Y'all see what we be talking about, and now the world is gonna have to see what we be talking about. They don't like the fact that we're out here speaking the truth. About 15 myths and lies have all been destroyed. The black and brown coalition, which I started calling it 4 years ago, is now clear because black folks all throughout the United States of America are saying, hell no, we ain't rocking with that. We ain't got no energy for that and no time for that. Black folks are out here saying we gonna stand on our own business, never theirs. Because what they want, fam, is to speak to us like that and then turn around and say, y'all gonna come help us? I thought we was all people of color. Speaking of people of color, how come all of those melanated immigrants from the Caribbean who were trying to hijack Juneteenth, why don't y'all go on down there and go help out your people of color Mexicans? I thought y'all was all folks of color. Oh, I got it. Y'all don't really want none of them because they ain't strong like us. Y'all don't really want them because they don't get down like us. What you really want and what you really need to just come out and admit and say is that you want foundational Black American help because foundational Black Americans are the only people on the planet Earth who stand on business. But the problem is now is that the business we standing on is our own goddamn business and never y'all's. Family, FBA run the yard and they knowing it. And it's so much that we run the goddamn yard.
These people, like he said, they've been hating on us. They've been viciously attacking us. In LA is been the stomping grounds of blacks in LA beef. At one point in time, you couldn't even stick your pinky toe inside of a Mexican neighborhood, or else it was automatic murder and violence going to be done. And it was the same thing happening in Chicago. Let me play this clip from about 5 years ago of a guy warning us about how these Mexicans is in their neighborhoods in Chicago.
All the way to damn near Western, from Roosevelt to 34th, something like that. If you black, stay out of that area. Don't go to no gas stations over there. If you coming, take a whole nother route. I just received word that the Latin Kings, the SDs, and the 2-6 gang members are really targeting black people. They feel like black people are in their area to tear up their community and loot in their area. So they throwing bricks at your cars, bottles at your cars, snatching people out their cars, pulling guns out on them and everything. If you are black and you know any family members that got to go in that area or whatever, tell them to stay away from Cicero, Illinois. Don't go in no Mexican neighborhood to stay.
Y'all heard what he's saying? Y'all
people are in their area to tear up their community and loot in their area. So they throwing bricks at your cars, bottles at your cars, snatching people out their cars, pulling guns out on them and everything. If you are black and you know any family members that got to go in that area or whatever, tell them to stay away from Cicero, Illinois. Don't go in no Mexican neighborhood. To stay away from Humboldt Park, stay away from all that. Stay in your neighborhood. Don't go over there, period, man. Because they is really targeting black people, man. I just received word that all the Spanish gangs, the SDs, the Kings, the 2-6, and whatever other gangs that they got in Cicero, Illinois, they are targeting black people. Hey, it's understandable, Christian, that you keep your hammer with you, but if you got 4 or 5 different motherfuckers walking up to you with gun, then your gun, one gun don't mean nothing, bro. You have to choose between your life and their life, man. And I would rather you just pull off and damn near run one of them over to get away from it. I know a lot of people travel down Cicero, travel down Pulaski, travel down Central, Laramie, all that where the Mexicans mainly are, but stay away from that area, man, because they targeting black people, man. They pulling people out their cars and all that. Cornelius, I'm with you. Fuck them. I got family staying in that area. I get one phone call, I'm going over there on my Rambo shit. I'm letting you know right now.
So that just lets you know that these Hispanics been targeting and have animosity towards us. But now, since they're being attacked, they want us to come help them. No, nigga, hold your own nuts.
Why Billy Bob and Jethro are calling them out, while they're out there dealing with the Marines and the National Guard, let me tell you what we've been doing. Let's bring it back to the certified town. Let's tell the world how FBA been rocking. FBA been rocking like this, and how this Gus family, this is clearly to the point, absolutely clear, that if you're going to be down with certified foundational Black America, it goes a little something like this, where we ain't got no
Hispanic
case.
community, we do not stand with you. Let me tell you something. If you came into this country illegally, you must go. If we went to Taiwan, if we went to Asia, if we went anywhere in the world, the first thing they're going to ask us for is our passport. The second thing they're going to ask us is how long do we plan to stay. The next thing they're going to ask us is for our email. The next thing they're going to ask us is for the address where we're going. And if we stay a day longer than what we're supposed to stay, they will drag us out. Drag us out. So you coming over here, breaking through the borders, looking for black people to come turn up and all this kind of stuff. We stand together. No, 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 no.
Let's ban all foreign flags. Like, you can't come here and be, parading around in the streets with your flag.
Who agrees with that? Let me put a poll in the chat. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Should we ban all foreign flags? Should we ban all foreign flags? Shout out to my brother Los Rios for the Cash App donation, being the second person to support the channel today. Shout out to my big brother Yos Rios. Make sure y'all show him some love in the chat. Don't let brother Yos Rios and Craig Lloyd be the only two to support the channel. You said we should ban all flags, brother Tayshawn, the Confederate 9.
Yeah, man, cause we can't go to no foreign country, Jamaica, Haiti, Mexico, no place in Africa. We can't go there and do what they're doing right now.
Right.
Flying our flag, burning their flag, tearing up shit, and not have consequences behind it, and have the citizens joining in with them. I don't know. This shit weird, man. It's just weird to see people.
I think it's
Americans. Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
crazy,
absolutely weird as well, man. I think that we shouldn't be involved with none of these people. Right? Let them hold their own nuts. They wasn't.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
They wasn't with us doing Jim Crow. They wasn't with us doing the George Floyd. More matter of fact, they was attacking us. And as recent of 2 years ago, when the Chicago family spoke out, you had fat, greasy little cornball Mexicans coming over barely speaking English, telling Black Americans that they're lazy. When we built the whole goddamn country that you guys fled to. The same people y'all saying is lazy, right? You fled your country and come to the country that we built and asked us for help. But we lazy.
We the ones who we gave them, we supported them to the point they rich now. All these Mexicans, they buying land, they setting up, basically making trailer parks with all of them.
I think that's over with. I think that's over with now, man. They on ICE. ICE is on their ass, man. And now you're starting to see that militia groups are starting to be formulated, and they're probably going to be sanctioned. They're going to probably do this insurrection act that's going to allow people to be deputized in their local cities, in their local areas, to be deputized. And that means the citizens can get out and start doing their job. I think we should start policing our country as well. We're patriot just as much as anyone else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
if it was a huge war like it was in Vietnam, the everyday citizens would be drafted to go fight for this country. Why are we not able to be deputized to be able to fight for our country now? To be able to round up and kick these fucking illegals out by any means necessary. And we're taking our Confederate flag back. That's not yours. You're going to have to go find another one.
Absolutely. After we get the let's start with the Mexicans, and then we'll go to the Africans and the Haitians and the Jamaicans that came here illegally or whatever. Like, we got to get everybody in order, and then after we get them in order, then we're gonna get these white people in order. Like, nah, y'all not off the line. Like, yeah, y'all helping do our job, but let's get down to the facts.
Absolutely,
y'all the real immigrants too. Y'all the real slaves. We wasn't slaves. We the real Americans. So.
That's a fact. Let's get back to this content.
Where you came from, where you don't want to go back. This is not cool. Like, in 2025, let's ban foreign flags in America.
Black people in LA, mind your business. Black people in LA, mind your business. This don't got nothing to do with us. ICE and the National Guard being in LA has nothing to do with us. I don't understand rallying behind a whole bunch of people that hard ER you. They don't even like you, for real. Everybody want to make their problems our problems. It's tired. It's tired. This don't got nothing to do with us. Sit there, watch, look. Don't go out there.
Say, man, this America, man. I've been seeing a group of Hispanic people burning the American flag. And it's a lot of us Americans just letting y'all slide with that shit. Now, one time, I've seen a group of Americans burn a Mexico flag.
Facts.
I haven't seen that one video on TikTok yet.
Bro, I am trying my hardest to understand why the ICE protesters, some of them, are going around, yet they won't go home.
Y'all got me heated. So y'all taking y'all flag and doing this. Okay, that's your flag. Go back. Go ahead, take your flag and go ahead on back. Y'all got me so mad, feeling that y'all entitled, that y'all right. Y'all are wrong. Y'all done mace.
Right. That's the part that kills me, the entitledness. We've been doing these people a favor since the beginning, and they feel such a sense of entitlement because they've been riding our coattail and eating off of our plate since the beginning. Now that we're taking it away, now that we're no longer defending them, they feel like we're doing wrong to them. That's the entitlement that's beyond me, and I'm glad that Trump has set these mandates out. Drop those fire emojis in the chat, family. I appreciate everybody for coming in the live stream, but we're looking a little light on the likes, family. Let's get at least 100 likes, man. Let's get at least 100 likes. Let's get 100 likes in the building, family. Come on, turn me up, y'all. We're going to come right back to this live stream, but we're not going to come back till we at least get 110 likes. We got to at least get 110 likes. Come on, y'all. Tribe up, family. Tribe up. Come on, family. Let's get them likes. Share the live stream if you already hit the like. Let's get 110. We back on the content. Let's go. It ain't hard. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I think we're gonna hit the 110 in just a second. I know y'all gonna hit that like button. Let's
go ahead, take your flag and go ahead on back. Y'all got me so mad, feeling that y'all entitled, that y'all right. Y'all are wrong. Y'all done mace the ICE officers. Y'all who do y'all think y'all are? Let's just say that Donald Trump decided to say he called ICE out. Okay, you want to go back through this within a month or two because they coming back. He's gonna send more police down there.
But why are you holding up the Mexican flag? You're in America. You're in America holding up a Mexican flag. but you don't want to be in Mexico.
Well, y'all out there in LA acting a damn fool. Let them people do their job. And if you hurt one of them, your ass going to the feds or to the jail. I think got the National Guards out there now. Y'all ass in trouble. LA, this for you. Oh, say, can you see?
I'm going to tell you what they can see is that they can see that the Marines, the National Guard, and all of these militia groups are on their way to LA. It's about to go real, fam. Business is about to pick all the way up. And good. Everybody getting their dose of ABK, anti-black karma. Seem like anybody and everybody who's been disrespecting us, family, is starting to really have to deal with it. But I want everybody to notice, you see how it's been foundational Black Americans who really been standing on business when it comes to the United States. Y'all really notice that, right? When it comes down to the flag burning, you mostly hear foundational Black Americans saying, hell to the Nah. And you want to know why we've been saying hell to the Nah, family? It's because we are the ones not only who just built this country, we're also the people who fought in every war. All right. So
not only did we fight in every war, not only did we build this country, but we are the original people of this country. So, you know, we got a sense of pride when it comes here. We want all foreigners out, whether they legal or illegal. But at some point in time, we got to start somewhere. And removing these illegal immigrants in these Spanish, Latin American countries is just the start of it. There's other set immigrants that need to go. Africans need to go, like Elon Musk, Akon. You see what I'm saying? Two totally different racial demographics, but from the same place. Two tethers of a feather flock together. You understand what I'm saying? They all must go. Two tethers of a feather must flock together, and they got to go.
We're also the people who fought in every war. All right. So when you disrespect America, you're disrespecting the people that created America. See, I don't run around and just say that we built America. I always tell everybody we created this whole thing. Because where I'm from, if you built it, you created it. And that's exactly what we done. You're not just disrespecting the flag and Star Spangled Banner, family. You disrespecting every single one of our ancestors who done put it all on the line. You're disrespecting every single one of us who has those ancestors. You can't sit here and ride for the ancestors, but you ain't riding for the ancestors that went to war for this damn country. Remember, y'all, the civil rights era started when brothers and sisters were coming back home from World War II after they liberated another group of people on the other side of the planet, and they never gave us a thank you. And when we got back over here, then all of these people wanted to start saying things about who's American, who's not. We are the ones standing on goddamn business. And the rally for reparations last year, almost a year ago, I made it clear on stage, and I put it into my speech very clear, that we built this country, and I shouted out the Harlem Hellfighters, the Buffalo Soldiers, even our street soldiers like the Black Panther Party for self-defense. And you also have the Black Panther Party Battalion that was in the United States of America Army, and they predate the Black Panthers in the South and the ones on the West Coast. Family, get real. So all these people running around here, and they're doing this right here to our flag. Hell no.
And this is not just a good gesture, this is something we need to make real. We need to bring down this empire once and for all. All right. Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Burn it down! Make it great like 92! Patriots afraid of you! Make it great like 92! Patriots afraid of you! Patriots afraid of you!
Family, look at that picture right there on your screen, y'all. We've been telling the whole world, and you can thank Black Americans later. We've been telling everybody that these folks don't want a damn thing from this country other than what we create. They want to live and build off of what we have solidified. These people don't give a damn about that flag because they waving their own flag. And if you don't give a damn about the flag, it means you don't give a damn about the people. And if you don't give a damn about the people, that means you don't give a damn about the culture. Who would be the first people to run and hide if we ever went to a real war? You want these people on your side? Remember, the Democrats are trying to tell us that these people built America. Does that look like the people who built America? Let's go ahead and call that bluff. Remember they were telling us that illegals built America and we're on
This
stolen
is
land? Y'all
absolutely
remember that?
insane. Burning an American flag in America definitely should be considered an act of war.
You ain't built a goddamn thing in my country. What you've done is you've mooched and you leached off my damn country. So now you're going to have to deal with the Marines in my goddamn country. Get your ass the hell up out of here. Send them home. I'm talking about mama, daddy, and all the goddamn kids. You get no sympathy. And why don't you get any sympathy? Because you already got enough goddamn money anyway. You ain't going to get the money and the sympathy. And then you want to burn the flag? Hell no, you asking for too much. Now I'm telling. Get your ass out of the United States, and if you don't love it, then you can leave it. F the system. Listen what they saying, fam. F the system. F the president. F the flag. F all of y'all. Then what the hell are you here for? You got a whole lot of FUCKs. I see a whole lot of FUCKs, and I also see some NIGGAs, ERs, really, and I don't see you saying anything that is pro-America, Julio. So you got to go, Julio. Point blank, bottom line, period, and ain't no debate or discussion about it. So when we say your ass got to get the hell up out of here, your ass got to get the hell up out of here, and you can take all that anti-Americanism with you. Gone. Family. This is what we're meaning when we say that these people have always been fleers and tethers. Y'all notice now the world is starting to see what delineation's about. Y'all notice everybody now is starting to see what a tether's about, what a fleer's about. Words and terminologies that we put into the lexicon of America. Now America is seeing that foundational Black Americans have been right all the time, baby. All we do is win. We always correct. Tell me a time right now where we've been wrong, fam. All we do is go up to bat and we hitting grand slams every time. Every time we get behind that 3-point line, nothing but net. We throwing 100 touchdowns a game. We knocking them out in the first round. We're flawless. We're flawless. And now everybody sees exactly what we've been talking about delineation. They want to put delineation just mean Black folks and FBA is the hate crime group. But yes, foundational Black Americans are the certifieds. No, foundational Black Americans ain't hating. Only thing we do is identify that type of behavior. So now everybody's getting on board and they starting to sound a hell of a lot like us. You notice now, family, everybody's kind of sounding like foundational Black Americans. They kind of talking about their own versions of delineation. They starting to talk about their own little versions of standing away from people and telling people to leave the United States. Ain't it funny how the same individuals who had so much of a problem when foundational Black Americans said it, now they're all saying it. You can't make this up, y'all. So is it safe to say that delineation, separation, and regulation has hit the main stage? You absolutely correct. And now look, Donald Trump was in Fort Bragg today, and he delivered a message. And I want y'all to notice not just what Trump is saying. I want you to notice who's behind Donald Trump. The military is on board with the president, and they both want to get the illegal immigrants out of here. It's about to be a terrible situation for y'all.
Say a few words about the situation in Los Angeles, California. Have you heard of the place? Where I've deployed thousands of National Guard troops and hundreds of Marines to protect federal law enforcement from the attacks of a vicious and violent mob. Woo! And some of the radical left, they say, oh, that's not nice. Well, if we didn't do it, there wouldn't be a Los Angeles. It'd be burning today, just like their houses were burning a number of months ago. Generations of Army heroes did not shed their blood on distant shores only to watch our country be destroyed by invasion and third world lawlessness here at home, like is happening in California. As Commander-in-Chief, I will not let that happen. It's never going to happen.
Third world lawlessness. Doesn't that sound a hell of a lot like when we say, take that stuff back to your homeland that you fled from?
It sounds exactly like what we're saying. And a lot of these people think that these immigrants are bucking the system. These people are scared shitless. This is why they're acting like this. And now that they just deployed 700 Marines, 2,000 National Guards, and plus the city law enforcement, it's looking quite tremendous. The raid protesting is going down. The ICE raids are still steady continuing. And these people throughout the year and through the probably Donald Trump's presidency, they're going to continue, family. They're going to continue to round up these immigrants and illegal immigrants and send them about their way. They already told you, even a lot of these birthright citizens that's here, they're getting snatched up too. So motherfuckers like, oh, we citizens, we've been citizens. You're birthright citizens. He already put out the mandate for you guys to get gone too. Now, you may not want to go back to your brutally vicious, detrimental country, but guess what? You got to go somewhere. You can't stay here. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the building, man. We're watching this. This is only the beginning.
Doesn't it sound a hell of a lot like when we say these people bring crime and then they try to dump it off on Black Americans? Damn. Sound like the whole damn country is admitting that FBA's been right the whole damn time. So now the world wants to delineate.
And for those that's emotionally attached to terms and semantics, when you hear brothers like Black Alpha use the term FBA, he's just saying niggas, okay? The niggas that's originally from this land. It's just like saying Aboriginal. It's just like you guys that think you're Indian or that know y'all Indian claim that. We talking about Black folks, so-called Black folks. So don't be confused when they use these terms. I want you guys to be on code about what is going on. We cannot play the semantical game, family. All right.
Dusty, musty ass tethers. Ain't that crazy?
What you're witnessing in California is a full-blown assault on peace, on public order.
Fam, that sounded like a hoot and a holler from the military. I thought Trump wasn't going to get the military to do this. Sound like they said, yes, sir. Tell us when to go get Julio. I got him.
Commander-in-Chief, I will not let that happen. It's never going to happen. What you're witnessing in California is a full-blown assault on peace, on public order, and on national sovereignty carried out by rioters bearing foreign flags with the aim of continuing a foreign invasion of our country. We're not going to let that happen. Say a few.
No, ain't no way that you're going to let that happen. And we ain't going to let that happen. And family, let me tell you something. There's no coincidence that Donald Trump sat there and he had this whole thing with the Marines and start speaking about the Marines, and now you see everything pop off. Family, do you know that I was supposed to be there? Do you know I got invited to go to Fort Bragg today, but I couldn't go because one, I had to be here with the family, and two, it's my best friend's birthday, so I had to pull up. Family, look at this right here. Yeah, Black Alpha was like 2 seconds from going. No lie. Look at this. I was invited to go because, you know, I'm super plugged in. I'm super plugged in. Wherever business is being done, you're going to see Black Alpha there. Check it out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was there. You're invited to this formal invitation to attend a major event with President Donald J. Trump at Fort Bragg. President Donald Trump will be delivering remarks to celebrate the Army's 250th birthday. So it looks like a Black American man who is straight out of the heartland of this beautiful country was invited to go see the President of the United States, while Julio is hiding somewhere right now because 700 Marines done been deployed on his ass. So damn, who's the real American and who ain't? It's a crazy day when you FBA. Fam, only thing that they've done is make it more clear who the Americans are and who the Americans aren't. Delineation came at a perfect time, like I'm always telling everybody, and these riots came at a perfect time. Now the line is in the sand. You're going to be with America or the illegal invaders. And
right.
I think people had the...
I feel like it's very clear. It's a clear line. Either you're going to stand with America, which you ain't going to get involved with this shit as niggas in America, as FBA, as American Aborigines. We're not getting involved. We're getting our Raisinets, our motherfucking popcorn, your peanut M&Ms, all kind of snacks, and we about to sit here and watch the show. You know, and continue to create content from it because it has nothing to do with us, family. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up. We need a Migo, the Migos. Migo is the acronym that my brother Indigenous Minds put together. Migo stands for migrants. What it stands for again? Let me look this shit up. Hold on. He broke it down to me the other day when I asked him. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. It stands for, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Damn. Can I find it? Give me a second. I might not even can find it right now. I definitely can't find it right now. But he did send me a message of what it means, though. It means something. Damn. I forget what it means. I'm sorry about having the brain fart. My bad.
The I incorrect. They were saying I in terms of immigrants. It's time now we start saying invaders. And that's really what we've been saying is invaders. And these invaders are openly saying that they do not like America and they are very violent people. So while the Democrats come out and tell us that these individuals are such sweet people, family, watch this breaking footage that I have right here today that I'm about to show you. This comes from a rally of a bunch of those illegal invaders. And guess what? They admit that they are very, very violent people. And they also admit that they will do anything, whether in the law or outside of the law, if somebody tries to come and harm them. That's what they said. And I also want you to notice that they start stealing Malcolm X quotes. Yeah. And then they try to bring up FBA and Black Americans. Family, I cannot wait to show y'all, so I'm going to show y'all. Look at this footage that came out today from one of their little rally, protest, march, to whatever the hell they call it, fam. And I want y'all to look. Every flag that you can see in the background. Family, it's not just the Mexican flag that they're out waving. They're waving all the goddamn South America flag. And they're openly telling everybody that they are not nonviolent. And they're saying they will break the law and they will threaten and harm federal agents. And then they got the nerve to bring up Black Americans in the process. Watch this.
We have every single obligation, moral, historical. We have every reason to defend our people, to defend our community, to defend our families by whatever means necessary.
Did the man just...
This nigga name Malcolm Iglesias X. Oh, this nigga done pulled a Martinez King.
Say Malcolm X? Did he say by whatever means necessary? Was that the taco version of Malcolm X? Was that Taco X? Because that damn sure
Yeah, that was the little Pico de Gallo version.
Wasn't Malcolm. That damn sure wasn't Malcolm. Did y'all hear that right there, fam? Did he just say by whatever means necessary? You see how these people can't do Malcolm. That old version of Malcolm X, was that Taco X? Because that damn sure wasn't Malcolm. That damn sure wasn't Malcolm. Did y'all hear that right there, fam? Did he just say by whatever means necessary, brother? You see how these people can't do anything without us? Leave us the hell alone. Get your own rally. Get your own protest. Get your own marching band. Stay the hell away from FBA. Take that back to Mexico. Don't wave that flag and then you want to get all Black American all of a sudden. Don't say the N-word with the hard ER, then you want to get Black American all of a sudden. If you don't take this back to wherever the hell you came from.
By whatever means necessary. I don't want to be a violent person. I don't think that I am. And I think most of my comrades and people here are not violent either. But what those people are doing every day in the streets of this country is using brutal violence. Brutal and absolute violence against our communities. The Black community knows this. The indigenous community knows this. And all undocumented people are feeling this.
No, I told y'all it was going to come out. The Black community? No, remember? Y'all want to call us every name in the book. No. You don't get to call foundational Black Americans the N-word and then say the Black community understands. What about Black folks? Nope, I don't want to hear it. And I want y'all to notice in the back. Remember, these are supposed to be peaceful protests and these are supposed to be innocent people. Look at that in the back, y'all. It says death to, I think it says colonizers and domination. Family, look at that in the back right there. Y'all see that? Oh, FBA, we denounce all of this. If you're listening, feds, if you're listening, FBA ain't got a goddamn thing to do with Taco X. No, the hell we don't. We ain't got nothing to do with Burrito Tubman. I ain't got nothing to do with Huey P. Belgrande. Nope, not at all. You can keep it. Look at that right there. They out there spray painting. Who's this guy? Guy in a mask. Look at all these nefarious characters. 100 flags waving. Who the hell is this man? Bringing up Malcolm X. Said the black community understands this. Well, if the black community understand it, then how come you guys are always telling us work harder? It ain't our fight. Damn, you've been exposed, partner, and we ain't going for it.
The black community knows this. The indigenous community knows this. And all undocumented people are feeling this. So while we don't want to be violent, I'll also say this. We are not nonviolent. I'll say that. We are not nonviolent.
Whoa, did the man just come out and say it? Fam, the Democrats told us that these people were nonviolent and these were peaceful protests. Listen to what he says. We are not nonviolent.
I'll also say this. We are not nonviolent. I'll say that. We are not nonviolent. That means we believe in self-defense. And if you come at me and my family, I will do everything within my power. Legal or not. Legal or not. Legal or not. Legal or not. Within my power. Legal or not. Legal or not. And if you come at me and my family, I will do everything within my power. Legal or not. Legal or not. Legal or not.
Fam, does that sound like a threat to you? Does that sound like a threat for somebody talking to the United States government on behalf of invaders? This isn't somebody speaking on behalf of Americans. He's speaking on behalf of the invaders. You might as well go and get the damn Ayatollah from Iran to come say this. Family, you might as well go get the biggest foreign dictator ever and have him saying it because they're saying the same exact thing. That is a threat to the United States. It is a threat to the United States government, every single federal agent, and he's telling that to the Marines. Remember them same folks in Fort Bragg behind Donald Trump that was saying, hooah, he talking to them because they're the ones that are going to go down there. This man making open, bold threats to the United States of America on behalf of invaders. If you got an invader, you've got a war. And if you got a war, you got these people, the outsiders.
To defend my family and my people. We have a history of that. And we will continue to live up to the legacy of struggle. So with that, the last thing
But hold on, let me say this. Is this not a declaration for war? These guys openly saying that they will do violent things, whether legally or illegally, to protect its people, while flying a Mexican flag in America, while burning the American flag. Is this not enough to openly say that this is an act of war, a public declaration for war?
I'll say is, as you know, there's over 200 people right now detained in a dungeon. They don't know that. It's a dungeon down there. It's literally the basement. We receive calls that people are down there in the basement. They have no bathrooms. They haven't showered in days. They don't have enough food or water. And there's children down there too. That, besides evil, even within their own legal framework, that's a human rights violation.
Man, oh man, oh man. But family, I want y'all to notice right here in the back, y'all tell me, can y'all make that out? Look at that right there, family. Yeah, fam, that look like Iraq, Baghdad. That don't look like the United States of America. At least it ain't supposed to be. Look at that, what they out there spray painting in the back, y'all. But they tell us that these are peaceful people. They tell us that these people are our friends. This is who they want foundational Black Americans to go out there and put it all on the line for? You out your mind. You crazy. You crazy if you think a foundational Black American gonna go out there and be anywhere near this. You can't get more war declarations than you got right there in front of you on your screen, family. What more do you need? What more do you need other than that? And look at the people in the back. Look at the guy way back here, got the mask on, glasses on. These people are not Americans, family. What I'm hearing is that whole protest, march, rally, riot has been completely infiltrated from day one with cartels. I'm hearing cartel people are coming all the way down from Nicaragua. All right. They're going all the way through South America, all the way to match here. Now you also have people from the Middle East popping up. You got Palestinians who showed up there. So since they couldn't get foundational Black Americans to put the cape on and go help them, now you got Palestinians there, you got Venezuelans there, you got people from Nicaragua, you got people all through Mexico. They're all popping up at these protests. You know why? Because those are the same people who've been coming here illegally. Remember this, y'all. Joe Biden allowed 22 million illegals to come into the United States of America. And that was on the books. What I heard, it's closer to more like 25 to 28 million illegals. Not to mention the illegals that were already here. Not to mention the people who have family members. You're looking at about 150 million illegal people who have no business coming here, who we don't even know who they are. So remember all that we don't know who these people are. Remember when we were saying that, family? There you go. That's all that we don't know who the hell they are is right there. There you go. You wanted to know who the hell these people are. There you go, family. You're looking at them. Now all of the tacos have come home to roost. All right. The tacos have come home to roost. Damn, that's funny. All of the tacos done came home to roost. And now everybody's starting to have to deal with it. That is the result of open borders policy. And remember, y'all, in the majority of all of these places with these open border policies, they all came to where 70% of our population was. All right. 70% of our population are in the places where these people showed up. And they ain't been no friends, y'all. They ain't been no friends. Oh, when I say they ain't been no friends, let me tell you how much they ain't been friends. Is this right here, the Black and Brown Coalition that they told about? Is this it right here, family? Family, whoa. They told us that we were all people of color and we were all minorities and we was all friends to the end and we should all hug it out, bro. That's what they told us. That doesn't look like anybody who gives a damn about Black folks. Notice that the receipts are looking far more anti-Black for them. Isn't it looking far more anti-us from them? Y'all see that? I see that. We see that. These people are anti-Black. And that's who the Democratic Party has been trying to get us to take a long walk off a short cliff with these people. These people don't like the United States of America. You know damn well they don't like us. And y'all notice this as well. Have you noticed that every single minority group that they've told us are our friends and buddies all have a picture like this? You will never, ever in your life find a picture with a Black American doing that right there. You know, what Elon Musk just did a few months ago. But you never see Black Americans taking that picture. But family, you done seen Jackie Chan take that picture. You seen Lucy Liu take that damn picture. You see George Lopez take that picture. Enrique Iglesias, Ricky Martin, they've all take that same picture, but you've never seen us take.
Right. They've been crying out for help. Like, let me show y'all some shit that was taking place 8 months ago in Chicago dealing with immigration. Let me play this right quick. Let me play this little clip.
And more money will be needed in just weeks.
We cannot continue to falsely pit communities against one another.
Deep emotional wounds coming to the surface.
As Black people who have been hurt continuously by the city and country it loves, it ain't our responsibility to take care of everybody else.
And anger.
We don't want to have to recall anybody. We don't want to have to protest anybody, but we are not going to be ignored, Brandon. Mayor Johnson.
Many in Chicago's Black community and the city council speaking out against spending $51 million to house migrants, asking when will the help for.
They've been allocating towards these little taco eating, pico de gallo smelling motherfuckers since the beginning. We've been getting the short end of the stick. These motherfuckers sitting around eating tamale sandwiches, all up in niggas' neighborhoods, leaving the garbage all around, and expect for us to clean it up. And our taxpayer dollars go to these illegal pieces of little things.
Council speaking out against spending $51 million to house migrants, asking when will the help for them finally become a reality.
And it cannot be put on the backs of the residents of Chicago without showing them that they're getting something out of this.
Mayor Brandon Johnson, presiding over his second full city council meeting, had to ask for calm more than once.
Will the Sergeant of Arms please restore some order?
Police also intervening at one point to allow the meeting to proceed. Ultimately, the measure passed with 34 votes. And many who voted to approve the money, like 49th Ward Alderwoman Maria Haddon, call this an immediate crisis that needs attention. But, she says, so do concerns of the city's Black residents.
Why are Black people in Chicago and some communities so angry? Why is all this kind of anti-immigrant sentiment coming up? And I want to explain to folks, it's
what the fuck do you mean? Why this see, Mariah Hattie, You probably a Hispanic too.
Because if we cared as much about black people and had over the decades as we do about everyone else, we wouldn't be here.
But the money from a 2021 budget surplus will only last 1 month. Many Alder people say it's time for a long-term plan and some state and federal help. With that, should taxpayers be concerned?
I think we should all be concerned anytime we're having to utilize this level of resources on a temporary situation.
On a temporary situation, because they literally flooded our country with illegal immigrants that hate you guys, that want to align themselves with white supremacy.
Take that damn picture. So these are the people that they're trying to tell us have our back. These are the people right there, and they don't like the fact that we got receipts. See, back in the old days, fam, you would never see this picture. And these days now, you see it all the time. So that right there is your black and brown coalition. And that right there is why foundational Black Americans have separate from all of them. And let's go ahead, since we're putting receipts on the table and we're ending all the myths and stuff that they spoke about. Let me give you another myth that they told. And we've been completely debunking that right here on the Black Alpha Network for the longest time. They now are trying to pull us in by saying, well, y'all need to help us in LA with these riots, with all of these illegal cartel members. Y'all need to help us because we saved y'all during slavery. Y'all remember the whole they saved us during slavery lie? Fam, now they're out here trying to tell us that we need to support them because they saved us during slavery. Ain't nobody ever saved no foundational Black American, especially somebody like this who clearly got on pink lipstick. Family, listen to this lie that they've been telling and why they're so upset that we've been debunking it. Watch this.
The reason I'm doing this video is because I just got to put my 2 cents in real quick. I've been seeing a lot of beautiful black people make a lot of videos talking about, about the protest that's going on in LA. And there's a lot of content creators that are black talking about, let's not help them. Let's mind our own business. It's none of our business. Let them do their thing. It's their turn. It's their time, and it just goes to show me that there's a lot of black people that don't know their history. In 1829, a lot of black people migrated to Mexico because of enslavement. When you all were enslaved, right? When you guys were slaves.
Look how he's emphasizing it. Y'all don't know your history. When y'all was slaves, when y'all was slaves, right? Because y'all ain't nothing but some slaves. Everybody always wants to talk about the slavery whenever they can try to get us on board. I see what you're trying to do, Pedro.
Mexico.
And nigga, y'all was the ones that was enslaved, stupid ass. You little Asian little things was enslaved in colonial Mexico. And let's be clear, nigga, we didn't go through no slavery. We fought. It ain't no situation where we wasn't rebellion. You crazy? You guys was used as human urinals in 1829.
Whenever they can try to get us on board. I see what you're trying to do, Pedro.
Mexico because of enslavement. When you all were enslaved, right? When you guys were slaves, a lot of you guys ran to Mexico and seeked help. And guess what we did? We helped. It was in 1837 that Mexico banned the slavery that said, no human being should be a slave, right? Even more black people migrated to Mexico. So we helped y'all. We gave you the hand when y'all needed it. You see what I'm saying? So, let's know our history before we open up our mouth. And let's not forget that we all bleed red, right? And y'all never know when you're going to need us, just the way we will never know when we need you. You feel me?
What you mean? You are asking us for help right now. And we have never asked you for help. The hell you talking about? I know you probably done slipped on a taco shell, but ain't no way in hell that you really believe that foundational Black Americans have ever or will ever ask for your help. If you talk about who's asking who for what, it is 1 million of the times out of 1 million of the times they are asking us. Foundational Black Americans ain't ever asked you for nothing. I don't even ask for a number 3 at Taco Bell because I don't eat there. So who the hell you talking to, Pedro?
So, if you want to stay in your lane, that's fine. That's fine. All right. But don't go saying that we were never there for you because Mexico was there for you.
No, Mexico isn't even there for Mexico. So you're trying to get foundational Black Americans to get on board with you, and you ain't even on board with yourself. And now all of these little immigrant communities are turning on each other anyway. Fam, they down bad right now. They extremely down bad, and they're scared and they're petrified and terrified. Let's make this clear. Nobody, and I mean nobody on the whole planet Earth, and I will spot you, all 7 billion people have never did it.
First of all, the original people of Mexico, who we call Maya, Inca, and Olmecs, those people was killed out by the Spanish invaders. They went to war with those people, and they created a derogatory term based off of their ethnic culture that they called those people Mayates, Mayanates. These are talking about indigenous people, Negro people. We don't, like, what are they talking about? These people have been having an anti-Negro, anti-Aboriginal FBA sentiment since the beginning. And like I said, we never asked these people for help. We never fled our country en masse for no war. And when we did go to Mexico, it was being ran by niggas. It was being ran by niggas. We're talking about 1829. We're talking about the Creek Confederacy. We're talking about the Seminoles. We're talking about Emperor Brim. We're talking about Negroes. Okay? We weren't killed off. We were reclassified.
The damn thing for foundational Black Americans. Every single thing that we've ever done, we got by our goddamn self. We built this country by our goddamn self. We generated the wealth by our goddamn selves. Nobody's ever gave us a hand. We've done it all on our own. And that's what makes us so certified and so exceptional. These people can come up with lies and myths and say, well, we were there to help you. Yeah, you also said that you built the country when you weren't even there. And by the way, how the hell can you be an immigrant or migrant to a place that you said you built? You can't build somewhere if you're not from there. And y'all ain't even on the same page on your own. So what it really is that you're getting your "you're not white" wake-up call. And like every other tether or fleer or invader, they always turn around and say, where's foundational Black Americans? Can we go get FBA to help us? Because we can't even help ourselves. That's what it's really about. You can't help yourself. You know why? Because your homelands are third, fourth, fifth world. How somebody with no plumbing, you ain't got no concrete, no schools, no education, trying to tell FBA what we have done and who we needed? Foundational Black Americans have always provided. You can't even provide anything in your homeland. So if you can't provide anything in your homeland, then you need to go ahead and go back to your homeland because you can't stay here. These people are extra, extra desperate, family, and they need a hug. And foundational Black Americans ain't giving them. But I'll tell you what, you may not get a hug, but you're probably going to get a billy club. And that billy club is going to be on your own accord, and you're just going to have to deal with it, accept it, because FBA are not coming to save a damn soul. So you see now, they're out here breaking down, hurt, they're shaken, they're terrible, they're petrified, and they really want FBA to come in and do some type of assistance. This is no longer what it's going to be, family, okay? It's not going to be the assistance program. And if you notice, Tether's been coming out left and right. Oh, man, social media has been a trip, y'all. Watch some of these Tethers. Look at the name. Uja Anyanya na na na. Anya Nanuja, whatever the hell her name is. She says they're lying to you, claiming what's happening with ICE is not Black people's business. First, ICE targets Black people too. No, it don't. ICE targets melanated immigrants. Nice try. Oh, we got a word for everything you try to come up with. You ain't heard the news, Anja? You. Foundational Black Americans, we destroyed all those fake ass words and the fake ass terms. Oh, that don't work no more. You better go back to the yes, we can era. This is the hell to the gnaw era. Hell to the gnaw, we ain't helping. Hell to the gnaw, we ain't caping. Hell to the gnaw, we not falling for you. And hell to the gnaw, you ain't got a hairline. So I be damned. She says, also, history should tell you that anytime masked or unmasked people jump out, boys are snatching folks off the streets, it's 100% Black people's business. Fam, you notice how they always try to use what we deal with as some type of excuse to get us involved, but when we're dealing with it, they don't ever want to help. Don't come to us now and say, white supremacy is such a bad deal. Man, we need to stop white supremacy. You subscribe to white supremacy. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. You notice now, family, all of these white supremacy subscribers are trying to use white supremacy to get us to help them. It don't work that way, Anjanja Nanja. Check this one out. No shade at the good sis. However, Akata need to quit with these assumptions that their Blackness is only to one alive in America. This person can't even write. Mexico has a large, thriving Black population. No, they don't. I've been to Mexico, and let me tell you something. People in Mexico who have a little bit of melanin, them folks are the lowest of the low. and they only popped up on the census in 2015. So you're lying. So you see now they're trying to say, what about the black population in Mexico? I say, shit, what about them? They not the black population here in America, so I could give a damn. You ain't got the news yet. And look at this right here. I thought this was the year of the return. Couldn't bring small light even for Akata. So family, on this hand, they want to throw around Akata left and right. And then on the next hand, they want to tell us to help people. You're not.
Yeah, they keep asking us for help. Well, listen, I got some advice for you little immigrant motherfuckers. No offense. If y'all want, because we're not helping you. That's flat out. Us as niggas, Aboriginal, FBAs, we're not helping out. So this is what I got some advice for you. Go ask the Iraqi community. Go ask the Asian community. Okay? Because you still have other minorities that's in your boat with you. You haven't once asked the Chinese man to help y'all. You haven't once asked the little Afghanistanian or the East Indian to help y'all. Y'all constantly begging on the mighty Aboriginal so-called FBAs.
Doing a good sales pitch. It's not a great sales pitch for you to run around here and call us Akata and then say, well, y'all need to go help people. Nope. The same way you're not going to run around here and throw around the N-word and say, y'all need to go help people. You need to help yourself. You need to help yourself to the Family Dollar, to Walmart, or to any convenience store and go buy you a stick of deodorant, because clearly your smell has got your mind delusional, and it's a terrible thing, okay? So get your mind right, get you some deodorant, sit back, go back to your homeland. FBA is great. They don't like the fact that we're living so good right now. They're always trying to doom and gloom us, fam. We can't get reparations. We can't have an anti-Black American hate crime law. We can't stop ourselves from getting deported. We are not Americans. The 14th Amendment didn't apply to us. Everything they telling us, family, is something that is doom and gloom, and they mad that we ain't on that type of time. We out here line dancing. We out here barbecuing. The real Juneteenth is about to happen, and I don't give a damn what they doing. We gonna be out here turning up, celebrating, and wilding out. They don't like our peace, our prosperity, and our vibrations. We killing these damn people with our vibrations, fam. Our vibrations are knocking these people out. They don't like the.
Nah, that's a fact. And they what they really don't like is how we just sent back really uninfected. And what we're hearing now is, watch out, blacks. Y'all gonna be deported next. And I'm only hearing this not from our people, but from these black tethers. The tether class are now eye bucking and knees buckling because they're terrified that they're going to be next. It is what it is. Y'all got to hold your own up. This is what we've been telling y'all as Aboriginal, as FBAs. We have been delineating from the beginning. We have been delineating since the beginning, family. Cutting all ties, letting it be known. Y'all got to hold your own nuts. If you're not holding your own nuts, what are you doing? What exactly are you doing? If you're not, like, come on. So, and now we're starting to see that everything happens at perfect timing. Us delineating, us telling these people to hold their nuts, us setting a standard and separating from the tether class. Now it's all happening, and it's all coming in foreshadow that everything happened for a reason. Obviously, we made the perfect move. It's a chess move. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the building, man. Let's continue this content. Shout out to Black Alpha. If y'all want to follow this brother, his link to his YouTube channel is in the description box. Make sure y'all go follow him. Get into the comment section. Let him know that Big Aboriginal Power sent you guys over there.
The fact that all they do is try to pump a negative signal, but it can't get past our positive reinforcement force field. It's a beautiful thing to be FBA, y'all. And brothers and sisters are taking it a step further. Every day I see it. So why are you coming to us? Why don't you go to all the Haitians and all the Caribbeans, all the Jamaicans and the Africans, go get all those people who say Akata and have them go help Mr. Julio? How come it's always call black people on the phone? You got an issue, call black folks. Deportation, call black folks. Just call them the N-word, call black folks. You call us Akata yesterday, call black folks. Everybody wants to always call black folks, but we ain't answering. So it's funny, the black folks come and help us phone is ringing, but we ain't picking up. But the yo ass ain't white phone is ringing, and you ain't got no choice but to pick it up. That's called a wake-up call. Watch what this sister says right here. And she makes a good point. How come you don't go to the model minority community? Ask them for some help.
I seen someone ask this question and it got me to thinking, you're right. Why haven't the Latin community called on the Asians that's in California to go out and march and help? Why is the call of action only to Black people? I just really want to know. Because they called themselves the model minority. So they supposed to be smarter, more educated. This is all per them. Why haven't y'all called them the Asians? Why do they get to sit back and chill? We already know they out to pew pew us.
That's literally what I just said, and I didn't even watch this interview. We're all watching this Black Alpha Network for the first time together. But no, I thought the same thing. Good, I guess good minds think alike.
So they supposed to be smarter, more educated. This is all per them. Why haven't y'all called them the Asians? Why do they get to sit back and chill? We already know they out to pew pew us. Let me know. Get down in the comments, because I seen someone ask this question and it got me to thinking, you're right. Why haven't the Latin community called on the Asians that's in California to go out and march and help? Why is the call of action only to Black people?
Ain't that a good question? How come you always want to come call foundational Black Americans to save you? I'm going to tell you why. Because there ain't no unity in the FLIR community. FLIRs are not loyal to their own grandparents. They're not loyal to their own kids. They're not loyal to their own homeland. So if you're not loyal to any of that, then clearly you're never going to have any type of camaraderie. So she started asking about the Latino and the Asian community. And then I said some good things. Let's go ahead and dive into that subject. Because when we looked about a year ago, we were seeing this right here. How many of you guys remember this right here? Y'all remember that right there? Remember the Asian and Latino Coalition Pact? Y'all remember that, right? Okay. Damn, it was all good just a week ago. Well, let me tell you what ended up happening to that and how Asians now are coming out making statements saying that they denounce all of the protests and all of the illegals. Jackie Chan is no longer rocking with Julio Gonzalez.
I've been seeing so many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. Asian people, we support the country. We support, the betterment of the country. We support that. So what is there to say? What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals. It is honestly tiring, because here's the thing. We want the country to be better. We want the country to be better. We want the country to, if you did it legally, if you stand in line, if you paid the price, right? You paid the money and all that, you did all the process, the paperwork, all the stuff, which usually most Asian people do. Why would we care about someone jumping in line, crossing the border and all this stuff? Why should we, be happy about that? The U.S. promised, or this presidency promised, that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? They're doing that. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Damn. Mr. Miyagi turned on you real quick, didn't he?
God damn. Let me reel that back now. He barbecued him.
Jackie Chan is no longer rocking with Julio Gonzalez.
I've been seeing so many people asking Asian creators.
Hey, let me say this right quick too, man. Hit that like button. Let's get a few people to support the channel right quick. Let's get a few people to hit that cash out. Shout out to Empress Namaste, aka Namo99 in the chat, for putting that cash app information in the chat. Also, family, share the live stream. Let's get the likes up. Let's get 20 more likes, family. Let's get 20 more likes in the building. If we can get everybody to share the live stream at least 2 times on your social media outlets, we can bring in 200 people in the chat, family. We can bring in 200 people in the chat. Who crying in the chat? Mike Dollar, the bad guy. Who crying, bro? I know you ain't down there popping your shit. We'll have you come on and I'll barbecue you right now.
I've been seeing so many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. This is something that a lot of people don't understand. Asian people, we support the country. We support, the betterment of the country. We support that. So what is there to say? What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals. It is honestly tiring, because here's the thing. We want the country to be better. We want the country to be better. We want the country to, if you did it legally, if you stand in line, if you paid the price, right? You paid the money and all that, you did all the process, the paperwork, all the stuff, which usually most Asian people do. Why would we care about someone?
My bad, Mike Dollar. My bad, big bro.
We, be happy about that. The U.S. promised, or this presidency promised, that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? They're doing that. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Damn. Mr. Miyagi turned on you real quick, didn't he?
Hell
Damn.
yeah. Wax on, wax off. Nigga, I was on, but we gonna wax off your ass right now. Nigga, we not fucking with y'all Jonas. Nigga, wait in line. You know how this goes. Damn.
This presidency promised that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? They're doing that. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
Damn. Mr. Miyagi turned on you real quick, didn't he? Damn. I thought that they was all immigrants and they was all migrants and they were all people of color. Y'all see again, ain't this number 3037 lies that we have exposed, that there's no such thing as any type of people of color, black and brown coalition? Hell no. This man said, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Because all of his people are looking at what's going on in LA and they saying, we don't want to be grouped in with that. Hell no.
Why are you crying about it? This is the thing where, you see it, like these immigrants are waving the flags of other countries, burning down the flag of the U.S., and then you think Asian people want to support that? No, they want to stay away from that. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. That's the thing. Asian people want to, focus on themselves and their community and their country. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. That's the thing. Asian people want to, focus on themselves and their community and their country. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. So really, stop asking Asian influencers to speak up about it, because you won't like what they say. You won't like what they say. So really, it's better off that they do the content that they're doing instead of, say things you don't like. Because here's the thing. Asian people don't want to focus on the negativity and...
Boy, hey, he almost let a slur pop out right there, didn't he? They don't want to focus on these, he almost called him the N-word. It looked like he was about to call them the N-word. It looks like Jackie Chan was about to call Mark Anthony the N-word.
People don't want to focus on the negativity, and Asian people don't want to focus on the negativity and, say what they're really thinking. Deport, right? Deport illegal immigrants.
There you go. And he said the wrong N. He ended up saying negativity, but I think he wanted to say N-I-G-G-A-activity. Fam, that shows you right there exactly what we're meaning. These people ain't got no loyalty amongst themselves. So everybody is starting to crash out on these people, and everybody's starting to look at them and say, hey, it's on you now. Hey, you got to deal with your own. Hold your own burritos and tacos. You can never come around foundational Black Americans and try to put that jacket on us. You can never come around foundational Black Americans and try to get us on board and care, because you can't even get your own people to care. Family, here's the whole kicker of all this. These folks want us to care when they don't even care. These folks want us to get on board and they don't even. Never come to us and ask us for anything when you ain't doing it for yourself. Okay, you need to work harder and you need to step your game up. If you stepped your game up and you work harder, you wouldn't be in this position that you're in. And being in the position that we're in, I need everybody right now to smash that like button, because we in here almost 2.1 1,000 deep, y'all. And you know how we do it on the Black Alpha Network, certified Black society. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the livest chat on the whole damn planet where we literally break stories. Much love and respect. And to all my day ones, much respect. I love y'all with a passion. But let's continue to put in work and drop these receipts with a passion. Smash that like button, y'all. Check this out. It ain't just the model minorities who are turning them down. Puerto Ricans are out here laughing at the Mexicans in the LA riots. I ain't lying. Check it out.
Notice how mad the Mexicans are because I told them other Latinos to sit back or whatever the case may be. Remember Puerto Ricans was lazy. Mexicans, y'all work the hardest. Y'all do all this crazy shit. Bro, y'all got it. Y'all work the hardest. Work hard on that ICE situation. Y'all got this. Don't wrap other Latinos in this. And the reason why I say this is because, in my opinion, Mexicans are the most racist. That's it. Against black people, against all other people, and Asians.
Whoa! Damn, family. Is it safe to say that we have America versus the illegal immigrant war? And on top of that, is it safe to say that we have the immigrant versus the immigrant, the fleer versus the fleer, the tether versus the tether? Do we have a full-out tether, fleer civil war in the United States of America and throughout the country? Because I've never seen this many fleers fighting each other. You just seen the Asian guy. He said, listen, man, quit asking us. We ain't got your back. Deport, deport, deport. He said the quiet part out loud. Now you got a Puerto Rican who's coming out here saying, man, not only are Mexicans very racist towards black folks, they also are racist towards us Puerto Ricans. So,
I mean, at this particular point, we obviously see that the government is down there doing what they need to do. So we just going to give it about a good 7 days. Everything should be normal. They should have this shit clear. Let me play a couple clips of what's going down down there in LA, man. This shit is wild, man. Hold on. Let me play this clip right quick. Hold on. We're gonna play this real quick. Now look at this. Look at this shit. Hold on. Let me give it some sound. Hold on, let's run that one back again. Let's run that back. We gotta hit that clip again. Hold on, watch it. Man, that's the feds, y'all. That's the Marines. That's the Marines, y'all. But guess what? We recently just figured out that one of the Marines sided with.
Arrow, you were saying you were a U.S. Marine?
I'm a Marine, proud to serve, baby.
How long did you serve?
2005.
What do you have to say about President Trump sending National Guard?
Right, bro.
Y'all hear that? He's a Marine.
Bro, you know what I mean? This country and this state runs with immigrants. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a son of parents that came from Mexico. You know what I mean? It's not right. It's not right. You could take the criminals away. What do you want to take hardworking people for, man? That's not cool. Not cool, bro.
Arrow, you were saying you were a U.S. Marine?
I'm a Marine, proud to serve, baby.
How long?
So our government already been infiltrated. This is an infiltration. Obviously, it is.
So now you got these people going back and forth. You see what I say when I say that we always win and all we do is put in work? Our work and us putting that pressure on everybody now has these same folks crashing out, pointing the finger and battling each other out here in the streets, fam. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and make this declaration loud and clear. You now officially have a migrant fleer versus a migrant fleer civil war. And in the backdrop, you got the Mayos versus the Tacos. So there's so many civil wars, it's hard to even keep up with. But damn it, this is must-see TV. Because when these people are running the TikTok and they're out there blaming and pointing the finger at each other, slowly, they're not talking about us no more. They used to be saying black folks, black folks, black folks. Now they're saying tether, 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 fleer, fleer, fleer. upset, going home, and I don't give a F-U-C-K about it. Continue to tell us how you feel about what's going on. Daddy Yankee now ain't got no love at all for Ricky Martin. I'm telling y'all, and we just seen a minute ago, open clear as day, that Bruce Lee, he don't like Ricky Martin either. So when Bruce Lee and Ricky Martin are battling, and Ricky Martin is also battling Jackie Chan, I don't even know how to keep up with it, family, but I know that it's a great time. Go ahead, tell us how you feel.
Mexicans, y'all work the hardest, y'all do all this crazy shit. Bro, y'all got it. Y'all work the hardest, work hard on that ICE situation. Y'all got this. Don't wrap other Latinos in this. And the reason why I say this is because in my opinion, Mexicans are the most racist. That's it. Against black people, against all other people, and Asians too. I put Mexicans and Asians up here. If any, but you don't see the Asians helping the Mexicans.
Damn, he's spilling all the beans. See what I did there? This man is spilling all the beans, fam. He putting their beans all in the street. You ain't supposed to be doing this. Y'all supposed to all be teaming up on FBA. Y'all supposed to all be anti-us. Why are you out here spilling all the beans in the streets, Julio, Romero, Enriqueo? Goddamn. Not only is he calling out Mexicans, he's calling out Asians in the process, and the Asian just called out the Mexican. Full-fledged invader war.
Mexicans. I wonder why that is.
Oh, wow. Is anybody going to tell them? Is anybody going to tell them about Puerto Rico and the U.S.?
They laughing at him. They probably think Hawaii is a different country.
Yo, is he going to do that to the Alaskans too?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right there, it says, you're on his deport list. I wouldn't be so happy. And the Puerto Rican lady saying, nope, we have a commonwealth, a.k.a. citizenship. Now you see how the Puerto Ricans are laughing at the Mexicans and saying, hey, sorry, you're on your own. It looks like everybody is telling the Mexicans they're on their own. Notice it. The Asian guy said, hey, we do it the right way. You on your own. The Puerto Rican guy said, hey, y'all better go ahead and deal with ICE on your own. This lady says, you ain't heard the word on the curb. I got citizenship. You on your own. They are delineating from the Mexicans. Damn, FBA could have told them what delineation was a year ago, but they weren't listening.
What about the Virgin Islands? The people who live in the Virgin Islands? Babe.
Notice how
Damn, man, oh man. I'm telling you right now, it's real in the field, y'all. And that is exactly what we've been telling everybody. These people ain't got no unity, fam. Never trust somebody that flees their homeland, okay? The worst thing you could ever do is flee where your people are from. This is why they don't understand or compute the type of time and energy we be on. We don't run, we don't hide, we stand on business and we multiply. Notice, fam, we say terms like stand on business. Stand meaning right here. They don't do that. They flee with no business or try to get in our business and then get checked when we won't allow them. There's a big difference, fam, between a runner, a skipper, a hopper, and a jumper, and someone who stands still. We build, they steal. That's the difference between us and them. So now they're all delineating amongst themselves, and they all got problems amongst themselves, and it doesn't even matter. At this point, y'all, you're seeing it clear as day. These people have nowhere to go, and they're upset, and they down bad. They're very down bad. And you're going to stay down bad because matters in the situation are only going to get worse. And when I say it's only going to get worse, Donald Trump came out, and he makes this statement. He says, we're not only going to do this in California, we're going to do this all across the United States of America. So I want y'all to remember Jethro earlier that I showed y'all, and he had on that Confederate little mask, and he was spitting on that tobacco. Remember when he came out and said, you gonna now try that down here in the South, and you're going to see what happens. Family, now Donald Trump is going to use what's going on here in California as a catalyst across the United States of America, and he's openly stating this. So meaning, translation, all of this is about to get worse before it gets better for them. And the situation doesn't change us. It's non-consequential. We are foundational Black Americans, and we have stayed that way. Look at this right here, family. Donald Trump comes out and he openly states, not only is he saying, Gavin Newsom, you're going to get locked up, but now he's saying the rest of America, y'all get ready because we coming for y'all.
Mr. President, these protests obviously started in reaction to these large-scale ICE operations in Los Angeles. Should people expect to see similar operations in the rest of the country?
Yeah.
And will similar protests see similar responses?
As you know, we're moving murderers out of our country that were put here by Biden or the auto pen. The auto pen really did. I mean, the people, whether it's Lisa Monaco or whoever operated the auto pen, these are criminals. The people are criminals that allowed these criminals into our country. And I don't think that Biden knew what the hell he was doing. I don't think he even knew about it. But when they opened up our borders for the whole world to come in, we're going to get them out. We're getting them out. We're starting to get acknowledgement from the courts that, there's a system. They come in without courts and they go out after they want trials and everything else. I think that's starting to work out now. Judges are starting to see what a terrible situation it is. Many of those people that you saw on television last night are criminals that were allowed into our country by Biden. And they want to stay. And we don't want them. And they come from jails and they come from mental institutions and they come from all over the world.
Family, did we not just say that? Did I not just show y'all the video of Taco X talking about by any means necessary? Damn, that's funny as hell. I should have called that the first time. Yeah, Taco X said by any means necessary. And we showed you all the people in the background with the mask on. Why you think these people have masks on, family? Why you think these people are concealing their identity, family? It's because these are the people that Donald Trump was talking about a year ago when they were trying to tell us there is no problem. They told us wasn't no El Ragua out there in Colorado taking over apartment buildings, and we seen the damn footage. They told us dogs weren't being eaten, and we seen the footage. These are the same people that Donald Trump was talking about the mental institutions. Those are who you're seeing in LA in the middle of those riots and at these little press conferences by any means necessary. That's what it is. So everything has come true. Family, the burritos have come home to roost. Now, I'm going to show you this right here, and I'm going to show you the stark warning that Donald Trump gives and delivers to America and everybody else. And now we also, on top of this, have breaking news. Shout out if we got Chicago in the building. In Chicago right now, they're having another anti-ICE protest, and they're literally trying to drive their cars through people. I'm going to let Donald Trump finish this, and I'm going to load up what's happening in Chicago real time as we speak. Let's go. All y'all smash that like button. Don't wait. Smash that like button. And if you ain't subscribed, do it right now. #1 voice of Black empowerment. Let's go.
Just South America. And we're not going to let them stay. And this is the first, perhaps, of many, or perhaps, if we didn't attack this one very strongly, you'd have them all over the country. But I can inform the rest of the country that when they do it, if they do it, they're going to be met with equal or greater force than we met right here. That when they do it, if they do it, they're going to be met with equal or greater force than we met right here. If they do it, they're going to be met with equal or greater force than we met right here.
Good. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's make it pop. Here we go. Breaking news right here in the United States of America. Goddamn, family. Didn't we just do this on Sunday night? Didn't we just do this? Look at this up here in the corner. Breaking news. Chicago riots started. Here we go, family. Let's make it pop. This is what's going on right now in Chicago. They were not listening to Donald Trump. He just said it. Y'all heard it. I played it. He said they will be met with greater force if they pull these shenanigans again. And I guess Chicago said we're going to do it any goddamn way. Here we go.
Wabash and Monroe, and that's when a driver sped through the crowd as they were marching through the downtown streets. We do have video of what we just witnessed just a few minutes ago. Again, this happened at Monroe and Wabash during this protest. Anti-ICE protesters. You can see this sea of protesters, about 1,000 people partying as that burgundy vehicle sped through the crowd. A few seconds later, we saw Chicago police giving a thumbs up, seemingly saying that no one was injured, but we're still, of course, reaching out to Chicago police about their search for that person. Again,
damn. Oh, it's real in the field. There you go. License plate. ASN 2454. There you go. I got it already. We already broke that story. There you go, family. Tap in with Black Alpha.
ICE protesters, you can see this sea of protesters, about 1,000 people partying as that burgundy vehicle sped through the crowd. A few seconds later, we saw Chicago police giving a thumbs up, seemingly saying that no one was injured, but we're still, of course, reaching out to Chicago police about their search for that person. Again, we did see a burgundy vehicle with what looked to be a woman driving that vehicle through the crowd. No one seemed to have been hurt, but again, this crowd continues to grow here. We're seeing at least 1,000 or more anti-ICE protesters gathering, many of them in solidarity with the unrest seen in Los Angeles, as well as responding to the ICE arrest that happened last week at an ICE facility in the South Loop. Again, this is still growing. We're having multiple organizations gathering here, organizers telling us they will continue to speak out against what they're calling unjust immigration enforcement. We'll send it back to you guys here.
Okay, here we go, fam. We got more footage from different viewpoints and different angles. Here we go. Check this one out right here, family.
A short time ago, we're standing here near Wabash and Monroe, and
we'll show you here.
There's the red car that's coming in, and you'll see people trying to get out of the way, others standing in front, and others beating the car, trying to slow it down or stop it. And then you'll see the officer right there as it passed. We'll show you here. There's the red car that's coming in, and you'll see people trying to get out of the way, others standing in front, and others beating the car, trying to slow it down or stop it. And then you'll see the officer right there as it passed. We'll show you here.
Man, oh man, oh man. It's gotten more real than it already was. I'll be damned. Family, now this is going to get real. We did a space last night. I don't know how many people were in the space last night on Twitter. It was a great space, man. We cooked for a long time. We talked about it, told everybody that this situation was an active situation. And I want the world to know, and I want everybody to understand, my family, we're only on part 1 of this. All right. We're only watching the PG version. We about to go to PG-13. Matter of fact, we're going to skip that. We're going to get straight to rated R. All right. This is about to go from the rated G version, which was the Joe Biden administration, all the way over to the rated R version of this. And we're only on stage 1. Anybody who thinks that in June that this isn't going to escalate by the 4th of July, I'm telling you now, by the 4th of July, this is going to be at a crescendo. It is going to be to the maximum. It's going to be just as hot as Texas in July. And as a matter of fact, they're in Texas doing this, and they're in Chicago. And I said it yesterday. Let me be careful with my words. Come on down to the South, okay? Let me take out the beep. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and censor it. Bring your beep, beep to the damn South and watch what really goes on, okay? I hope that's a better edited version, because you know Jethro and Billy Bob, they down here waiting, and it's going to get real. And we ended up having a conversation yesterday because we had some KKK Karen who tried to come in here from Chicago. And this individual tried to tell me that Chicago wasn't racist. And I ended up having to check this woman, and I told her that these people are going to end up coming down our way. And why is because they want to be W's. They want to be white folks. So they're not taking no for an answer. Fam, you got to understand whiteness is on the line here. And what does a tether or a fleer want more than being a W? They want to be a W so damn bad that they're willing to go to war or perhaps even unalive themselves for it. So let me tell you clearly, this ain't just about immigration and migration. That's why I'm always hammering this point and stamping it, y'all. Don't just see immigration and these people want to come here. What does Black Alpha always say? I always say immigration is about proximity. They don't give a damn about just coming to America for a new life, a new world. Hell no. They want to come to the United States of America because they want to be next to Karen and Ken. And they don't like us because we live next to Karen and Ken and we don't give a damn about them. We have our own barbecues, our own cookouts, and we don't invite Karen and Ken. And they get mad and say, damn, how can y'all live next to the Mayos, but y'all ain't underneath their underarms all day? Julio would, Miss Pedro would. So that's what it's about, proximity. And for the right of being an honorary white person, these people are willing to do everything that you're seeing right now, including bring that stuff from LA on down to the South, to the beep South. And I'm telling you right now, when that goes on, it's only going to escalate, and it's going throughout the United States of America right now as we see. Back to Chicago, family. This is more footage of what's popping out there. And I'm seeing that they're also putting out a curfew in LA. Look at that footage, fam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It done got super real, ain't it? Super, super, super real. Now you're going to start seeing some things, fam, that they didn't really want to mention. They didn't really want to bring up. Now you're going to start seeing some things that these folks are hiding. No longer can they hide what's really going on out here in these streets. No longer can they hide what's happening in the real world. And I got to go ahead and credit Foundational Black Americans, fam, because we put a lot of this on the table. We put a lot of this on the table, and we were the main ones telling everybody that there ain't no black and brown coalition, and these people are anti-black. So now, guess what? Everybody's finding out the people that we told them were anti-black are anti-American. So you're burning flags. You're attacking officers. It's spreading all the way throughout the United States of America. Went from LA, Dallas, Chicago. Eventually, it'll be down in the South, and then it's going to really get ugly. Now you're seeing what FBA already told the world. If you're dealing with a fleer, there's no loyalty. Never trust somebody that will leave their home. And a lot of people are running around here trying to say, well, no, that's not the case. Damn right that's the case. And notice this too, fam. As they try to tag us and pull us into it, look at this, what I'm about to show y'all. They're now trying to say, well, they're getting black people too. Watch this video right here, where now they're straight up snitching on each other. Yeah, they're telling on each other, family. Watch these tethers start telling. Watch this.
I just want you to watch this video. This is not an immigrant.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yes, the hell that is an immigrant. See, fam? They will go down trying to get FBA involved. Look at them. You facing deportation in the Marines, and you still trying to say, look, that's in the black person. That
So
is
just
a felony.
judge yourself.
You know what bothers me about this whole ICE situation? Is the fact that they only label it as the Latino culture. Like, the Latino culture ain't the only people that come in here illegal.
Don't want to be the devil here, but like, do you see any Africans in this situation? I saw in the news that they tried to get one African person, but it came out that he had his papers, so they had to let him go. And it's just like, from my experience, most Africans always get their papers. Like, whether they're...
Look how, fam, there's a whole wave on the internet right now where they're saying, how come they not getting any Africans? What about the Africans? Oh, yeah, Mr. Fufu, I know you're hiding somewhere in the back seat of an Uber, but they got their eyes on you, Mr. Fufu. Y'all notice that the Africans in the Caribbean's been very quiet. Weren't the Africans in the Caribbean just 1 week ago talking about Juneteenth is ours? You notice you ain't seen none of them videos about them trying to steal Black American culture? These folks done went 0 dark 30. You ain't seen one of these folks. Why is that? How come you're not seeing Mr. Fufu no more? I'm going to tell you, because Mr. Fufu is watching what's happening to Mr. Romero, and he knows he's the one who's next.
they're Moroccan or something else. Like, they always make sure the first thing they get is the stuff to be here legally. So I haven't seen any of them get deported.
This is gonna piss off a lot of people, but I don't give a fuck, and I never gave a fuck. But I keep seeing people post about, oh, why are they, waving their Mexican flag in the protest? Like, why do they keep waving the Mexican flag in the protest? Blah, blah, blah about the Mexican flag, right? And they should just go back to the country during the protests, right? Which, yeah, I kind of get it. They should be waving both. But that's not where I'm coming at from here. Why the hell was the American flag being burned during the BLM protest?
Still worried about black folks. Still worrying about us. What about the African? What about the BLM? Neither one of them is foundational Black American. How about that one? We did not support BLM. So if you got a problem with them doing anything with burning the flag, you can take it up with the Democratic Party. And as far as Mr. Mutombo goes, you can take his ass home because he ain't a foundational Black American either. We don't give a damn. Yes, indeed. Fam, they crashing out and they ain't got a crash pad. They going down real fast and real bad and real sad. And FBA, I'm glad. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad, because I remember everything. One thing about us, fam, they think we don't got good memories. We got great memories. We remember every single thing that was said from these people. So now you're starting to see all these sad frowns faces. Okay, them real sad faces are all on display right now. They're all on display and they all got to pay. You got to pay for what you said about FBA. You got to pay for stealing my resources and tangibles. And remember, half of these people who are being deported right now, these are the same folks who's trying to sit on our reparations panels. You can't have neither or neither. Foundational Black Americans are going higher. You see that certified FBA? That's exactly what the hell we are. Certified FBA. And family, when you start talking about that, you got these old folks running around and they've been trying to get us on board. And Maxine Waters has been the main one. You already see her get the door slammed in her face the other day, right? Now look at this right here, fam. They're piecing up these clips and you're seeing her saying this is a peaceful protest. And everybody saying, no, the hell it wasn't, Maxine. Maxine, you're looking like a dope fiend, okay? Get your mind right because you ain't together. You mean to tell me that this is a peaceful protest? This is why FBA is staying out of this, family, because we don't want none of that Fleer invader dirt on us.
And even those who were out of step with what we are advocating, peaceful protest, did not create any violence. Nobody was shot, nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And so when martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence. I was on the street. I know. And I went from downtown detention back out into the community, talking to people what happened in Paramount, what happened in Compton, what happened in Inglewood. So, first of all, get it straight. And don't just rely on what you're being told or the few.
Family, do you see that? And I want y'all to remember during those Black Lives Matter protests, what were they doing, y'all? What were they doing? They were running around here, and remember that Keisha Bottoms chick in Atlanta? She was telling black folks, y'all need to go home, be nice. You see the difference of energy, right? When it comes to black folks, they were saying, we need to go home and stop. When it comes to these folks, there ain't no wrong thing. They was all good from the beginning. No, the hell they weren't. That is clear violence off rip. So family, what we are seeing and what we're understanding is this. The reason why we delineate it is because of this right here. If you ever need more proof of why delineation was so accurate, look at it right now. Because when you call yourself an African, you marry all of Africans' problems. When you call yourself a person of color, you marry all of the person of color problems. When you call yourself a minority or Blacks and Browns coalition, you marry their problems and they end up getting your luxury. So you're going to have a liability and you're going to have an asset. It's only been a liability for us to call ourselves any of those damn names. Why? It's because if we call these people Black Americans, we say they're all black, brother, they can get our reparations. If we call ourselves people of color, black and brown, we get their deportations. So you see why we made it clear? You can't deport us because we're not them. We're not no minority because they're the minorities. This isn't a black and brown coalition. It's a black and brown coalition. This isn't the people of color. It's the leeches of color. So all three of those names are the proper names that we associated with those people, and no longer can they come on in. This is why Black Americans have sat all of this out, because if we were out there in the streets putting on the cape for these people, guarantee you we'd be the main ones on the chopping block. We'd be the main ones dealing with all the problems. And the fact is, we ain't dealing with the problems because it does not have anything to do with us. It feels good when things don't concern you, and none of this concerns us. So we're moving on as business products and business goes on as usual, and we're going to continue to do that. And we're watching these people unfold, and I'm talking about live and in living color. So now they're out here talking about a state of emergency. All right, so how you got a state of emergency when you told us there wasn't no emergency? Karen Bass, who, by the way, I heard is half Latino and we know her husband was. Let me go ahead and tell y'all now, we ruined Karen Bass's career and we ruined Gavin Newsom. There's no way they will ever be able to come back. So not only, fam, did we disassociate and pull the plug on all of the tethers, we also ruined the future of the Democratic Party. FBA wins again and again and again, my friend.
Everyone, I wanted to let the city know that I have declared a local emergency and issued a curfew for downtown Los Angeles to stop the vandalism, to stop the looting. Many businesses have now been affected by or vandalized. Last night, there were 23 businesses that were looted, and I think that if you drive through downtown LA, the graffiti is everywhere and has caused significant damages to businesses and a number of properties.
Who's doing all the looting? Oh, this is a different response, y'all. Because remember, whenever it's Black Americans, it's y'all go home. Y'all stop tearing down your communities. The whole planet Earth is watching America right now, and they're all seeing the hypocrisies of what these people have been saying about us. I want everybody to focus, key in on the way she's talking. That ain't how they ever talk to us. When foundational Black Americans put in work and we stand on business for injustices, these people always come to us with go home. It's not y'all need to be in out there. And when it comes to these people, it's looters. Notice she's not naming the looters, y'all. She's not naming the looters. Notice that she's mentioning them in a very vague fashion. Do you know that during the Rodney King riots, when Black Americans were out in the streets standing on business, do you know that they told Black folks, y'all need to go home and watch the final episode of The Cosby Show? I ain't seen none of these people telling them to go home or to go to Taco Bell. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. So she's out here talking about all of these looters, but she's not naming the looters, and she's not giving identification to who. Notice everything from Karen Bass, notice Maxine Waters, notice all of these people will not pinpoint exactly who they're talking about because they're talking about the supremacist puppets in which they brought into the United States of America. They don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, and Karen Bass don't want no goddamn problems neither.
So my message to you is, if you do not live or work in downtown LA, avoid the area. Law enforcement will arrest individuals who break the curfew, and you will be prosecuted. Hundreds of officers from police and sheriff departments from across the region and state are working alongside LAPD through a unified command structure. The curfew will be in place tonight from 8 p.m. until 6 a.m. I want to thank the governor for his partnership and especially thank our state and local leaders and deputies, officers and deputies who are working.
That's a good point. They're not calling them thugs. Remember every single thing they said during the George Floyd protest. You ain't seeing none of that. And listen to how soft she's speaking. She's talking real good. And don't be trying to talk about Gavin Newsom, because you understand Gavin Newsom and you are going down in flames. No pun intended. You see exactly what she knows. Her career is over. She knows soon as she's out forever. You know it. I know it. We know it. They don't want to say people, so they say individuals. What community? And by the way, look at that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, and that person. Could these people be belonging to the same community that's doing the looting? You damn right. Just like your husband.
Working tirelessly. So curfew guidance. Again, it will begin at 8 p.m. tonight and go until 6 a.m. tomorrow. I will consult with elected leaders and law enforcement officials tomorrow on the continuation of the curfew, but we certainly expect for it to last for several days. The curfew area will be between the 5 freeway and to the 110 and the 10 freeway to where the 110 freeway and 5 freeway merge. You look at the map and you can see that the city of Los Angeles is a massive area, 502 square miles. The area of downtown where the curfew will take place is 1 square mile. I think it is important to point this out, not to minimize the vandalism and violence that has taken place there.
Notice what she just said, fam. She know we on to her, not to minimize. No, that's exactly what you're doing. She wouldn't have had to say anything about minimizing it if she knew that's not what she was doing. You see how she had to put that in there, right? Well, not to minimize. That's exactly what you're trying to do, is minimize this situation. Yeah, nice try, Karen Boss, but it ain't gonna work. You better pull that on somebody else who will fall for it. This is what we mean about the liberals, fam. And the same way that they're protecting these illegals is the same way that they were trying to give the illegals our history, trying to give them our culture, our present, our future, our reparations, everything. I want you to understand that white supremacy on the right, they want to do white supremacy exclusive with white people. White supremacy on the left, they want to have all of these human shields and these puppets and minions to do all their heavy lifting. And they know they can't come to us. Why do you think they've been trying to elevate these people above us since day one? They've been trying to do that, family, because they understand they got Julio over here willing to do the dirty work. So as you got the fleers and the invaders having their own little civil war, you also have the left and the right having a civil war. Family, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, you don't allow 28 million people to come in 4 years. You don't talk about undocumented people are citizens too. Spend trillions of dollars on the Biden Express that flew people in all the way from Asia, Africa, and South America to the United States and dump them off in Black American communities. You don't do that unless you have a serious investment in immigration. And then when Donald Trump comes in and he says, no, we're going to go ahead and bring out the National Guard and the Marines and have the largest mass deportation process in American history. That's two different conflicting tactics and agendas from the dominant society. So this is why they're battling right now. So you got mayo on mayo, taco on mayo. You got taco on burrito, and chicken chow mein somewhere in the damn middle. And FBA, we sitting here good, looking stronger than ever, y'all. It feel good not to be in anybody's civil war. See, we already been in the civil war, and we won it for this country, and they're going to pay us our reparations based on that, as well as other things. And we're going to go ahead and FBA our way the hell out of this situation. And speaking of situations, look at this situation that these people do not want to acknowledge. You heard her being very vague with what she was saying. You heard her not really wanting to talk on what was really going on. Well, let me show y'all why she don't want to talk about it. Did y'all see what they did to the Kobe Bryant mural? Y'all see that? Now, y'all know damn well that was no Black folks. Let's make that clear. Y'all see what they did to Kobe Bryant and his daughter's mural out there? Yeah. Straight up, family. They completely put graffiti on it and damn near are destroying it. And if you remember, they did the same exact thing to Kendrick Lamar. These are the people that they told us was the Black and Brown coalition and we all's brothers. This ain't no brotherly act. How despicable is that right there, family? How despicable is that you see on your damn screen? That is ultra despicable. And you see this type of behavior from the same folks. Let's be real. Folks been running around here playing games. You've been running around here playing games and you want us to all pretend. See, the problem with America right now and what America has to deal with is that America is not pretending no more because we're not letting America pretend. If you allow America to pretend, they'll pretend all goddamn day. All damn day long, they'll be out here pretending. We're not pretending with these folks. We're letting it be known. These folks are anti-black. They do not rock with foundational black Americans, and they disrespect us all the way. Kobe Bryant and his daughter's mural? People who passed away in the damn helicopter, man and his child? What the hell he got to do with any of this? Isn't it crazy though, y'all? As they do that to the Kobe Bryant mural and they put that graffiti on it. Earlier, I just showed you them putting graffiti saying death to all colonizers. So you see the energy that they're bringing? The positive one, which is paid respects to a man and his daughter, who, by the way, is an LA legend. So you see how much they care about black folks in LA, right? A black LA legend, one of the best basketball players of all time for the LA Lakers. They said graffiti all on it. But yet when they want to put death to somebody or something rude and crude and anti-American, they'll do that as well. So you see the motives of these folks. America can no longer pretend. They can't pretend that we're all black, we're all brown, we're all friends. FBA has called America bluff. And as you watch all of this unfold, you're also watching foundational black Americans and everything we've said start to unfold. We said that we are standing by ourselves and we're independent and we're on our own. We said we don't know these people from a can of paint. We said you will not reclassify us or put us in these one-sided groups. The one-sided groups, the reclassification, and the goddamn lies about minorities is over. And as the riots unfold, that's unfolding, and we're doing it in our own special way. And as we talk about your special way, let me tell you what else they don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it right here. Remember how she was just sitting there talking around looters and talking around who was doing what? Now let me show the family, y'all, that they have been out there and they've been looting stores, and they've been looting stores from their own communities. So y'all see why they've been out here beefing back and forth? Anti-ICE protests in LA enter fifth day.
This is so ridiculous. This doesn't look like this is for they're protesting for ICE or anything. This is they're doing just for the looting the stores and everything. I think just for the looting the stores and everything. Just for the looting the stores and everything. I saw they break into the Apple store, they break into the Adidas store. This is not they're doing protest.
Family, did Mr. Habib just enter the chat? Damn. So you mean to tell me that we got Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Mark Anthony, Enrique Iglesias, Ricky Martin, George Lopez, and now Mr. Habib done entered the chat. I be damn, y'all. And by the way, aren't all of those people anti-black American? Don't all of those people have a long track record of anti-black policies and anti-black treatment? So do you see how this one situation in LA is highlighting everything that foundational black Americans been saying? Mr. Habib done put the 7-Eleven on hold, the Slurpees on hold, and he's straight up snitching saying, by the way, they're looting my store. So all the people who get benefits based on us are fighting amongst themselves. Damn.
This is so ridiculous. This doesn't look like this is for they're protesting for ICE or anything. This is they're doing just for the looting the stores and everything. I saw they break into the Apple store, they break into the Adidas store. This is not they're doing protest. This is so ridiculous. This doesn't look like this is for they're protesting for ICE.
Because they're not protesting for ICE. They're protesting for a right to be an honorary white person. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. So think about this, you guys. Every group that is anti-black American and every single group that has came over here and got those stores based on us because they don't give us loans to make those stores, those people are all fighting each other. Those people are all crashing out and fighting right now in the streets of the United States of America. And these people have no idea what the hell is going on. So I told everyone on election night, I told everybody that this was going to be extra real. Family, it's extra real. So damn real in the field that I need every single person in here right now to subscribe to the Black Alpha Network. If you're in here right now, don't wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or 4. I need you to smash that like button and subscribe right here, right now, so we can go ahead and continue to put pressure, because y'all know Certified Black Society, we change the world and we put out all the real truth, and our truth always wins. So if you want to be a part of that, go ahead and tap on in to the Black Alpha Network, family, because that's the way we move. Y'all check this out as well. They're on the news and they're also trying to talk very vague, and they're trying to blame this on Compton. Watch this, family, because remember, Compton was the original Chicago. All right. Y'all watch how the news now is trying to say that this is black people doing it. And they think they slick, but we on them as well. You can't stop the black empowerment movement.
The LA County Sheriff's Department did describe the protest in Paramount last night as the situation escalated. The crowd of protesters became increasingly agitated, throwing objects and exhibiting violent behavior towards federal agents and deputy sheriffs. What is your message to people who are getting violent?
It's still good violence. Those are not the people that are coming out to protest immigration. What we've seen, so let me tell you. Okay, so last night when I talked to the sheriff, he had told me the situation in Paramount was under control, that the people that were peacefully protest have left. The situation was now across the street into the Compton area, and this was the unruly folks that Saturday night crowd.
Notice that she said it was in the Compton area. And the people who were doing the looting, she says, are not the people who were really the problem. It was some other outside source. Y'all know she lying. Y'all know she lying. She lying. Absolutely. Yes, indeed. She's trying to be slick. And she's trying to say, no. This is who it really was. It was really the blacks, because the same way that they use Chicago is how they use Compton. OK, and we know Compton. Yes, majority of Compton is Hispanics. So why don't you just come out and say it? But you're trying to imprint in everybody's head it was the black person. The black man did it. It was all those blacks who came out there and tried. So this, again, exposes everything. The cameras are rolling. You're not going to just play in our faces and tell us what we seen we didn't just see. Look at this right here. Absolutely. We don't even see black folks. Every single piece of footage, all you're seeing are a bunch of them. And speaking of a bunch of them, man, did y'all see this? Let me show y'all this. Family, these people are so goddamn desperate. Let me show y'all out here in this real world what these people are doing. Do you know that these people had the nerve to have somebody come out and take a picture with some of those rioters out there? Look at this right here, family. And I need y'all to go ahead and help me out, because I'm going to put this on the table for the fam. Y'all know damn well the people that you see in
they look zesty. They look zesty. Like I ain't even know what he gonna say. I haven't seen this video. They look zesty. If you asking me what I think, they look zesty. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if they look spicy on my grandma. You feel what I'm saying? These niggas over zesty. A spicy Mexican cantina. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody need to beat the pinata out this motherfucker. Like, he up here over zesty, burning shit, about to set his little boots on fire, trying to be zesty on the car. His ass is a zestite. His ass is a king zesty. He is in the zest nation. Spicy Iglesias. His ass need to go on. Hey, man, drop those fire emojis in the chat, man. We're going to rock this thing.
this picture. There ain't a foundational black American in sight. And if there ain't a foundational black American, then it's one of these. Look at that right there, family. They had a black dude hop up in the middle of a car on fire to come and take a damn picture. And I want y'all to look at that damn hairline and tell me, is that a black American? Hell no. Ain't no way in hell that is a black American. You better tell that to someone else. Them tethers are out there trying to gain support because they know they fixing to go home in the process. So you better go ahead and take that back. Look at that hairline. Ain't no way in hell that hairline is still somewhere in the Senegal. Somewhere in the Senegal, that is not no foundational black American. Yes, tether alert, tether alert, tether alert. You see the damn tether out here saying, look at me, man. Look at me. No, hell no. You better try that one all the way again. They know damn well that is not a foundational black American. So they're out there doing everything. So it's Compton and the blacks. And then on top of it being Compton and the blacks, we do got some support out there. We got some tethers who are the blacks. And then the blacks have our back. No, the hell we don't. And you know that you don't have no black American support. So you out here crashing out in real damn time. And it's good. This is very good. And everyone knows it. See, you can say whatever you want to say. And you can come up with whatever lie you choose. But just like every single lie that they've came up with before, FBA are not falling for it. Not falling for it at all. And when you say that foundational Black Americans ain't falling for it, the brothers and sisters out here are calling it out. Shout out, certified salute to the whole family, because I promise every single aspect of this, brothers and sisters are calling out. And I want to show y'all some of the brothers and sisters who've been calling things out. This brother right here makes it clear. He said, anybody you see supporting them is a damn tether.
Most of the Black people standing up for Latinos during the ICE raids are immigrants. Let's talk about it. Black Americans understand that Latinos don't really mess with us like that. They never have, never will. Why in the world would you go out there and jeopardize your life over a group of people who would shut you down over selling tacos? They don't like you being a part of their culture, but they cling on to Black people when they're in trouble. Latinos don't mess with us in jail. Latinos side with white people against us all day. And we got some goofy Negroes going out there standing up for them. Once again, these are not Black Americans. These are immigrants. These are Caribbeans and Africans going out there risking their lives for Latinos, looking goofy.
Look at that, fam. Look at that. These people are very violent and very anti-Black American and very anti-American. Look what he's doing with the flag, you guys. Look what he's doing with the flag. Now, anybody in here, let me know. Do you have a service member in your family? Has any of your mothers or fathers or grandparents or aunts and uncles served in the United States of America? If you have, let me know in the chat. Tell me how long they were in the military. Tell me if they were ever deployed anywhere, or if we have any veterans in the house tonight. Because what we're going to do is what they not doing. We're going to stand on American business and represent this damn country while these invaders are out here disrespecting this country. Shout out to all of my brothers and sisters.
Police have just fired
over a flag. I took my flag and I slapped it on the ground because obviously the state of America. I'm dragging them because they're dragging us. And over a flag, y'all saw what happened. Listen, I'm here because there's people that can't be here. And I'm willing to endure that. If a U.S. citizen has to endure that for every human to get rights.
Can you just tell me the feeling among Angelenos here?
I'm born and raised here. I'm 24 years old. I'm young. I know there's people here younger, older than me. It's immigrants built this city. There's no denying that. And
hell no. How dare you come into this country and you do that to our flag? Much respect and certified salute to all of my veterans and all of my family who has family who were veterans, okay? Much respect and everybody who served. This is what we're talking about. Yeah, absolutely, sister, an anchor baby. And we've been warning these people about these second generation, third generations, because they grow up in a household where they don't respect America, fam. If something happened right now, okay, and we seen that China and America was in a conflict, would you trust any of these people to hold it down for America? Would you trust any of these people? Who would be the first people to turn coat on America? They would turn coat on America because they turned coat on their homelands. So if you did that.
Right. You turned on your homeland. You fled on your homeland. Man, listen, at the end of the day, man, all my Americans stand up. All my Aboriginals, my FBAs, y'all know the vibes. Y'all got to turn me up. This is going to conclude today's live stream. I am going to be going live later on. We got some heat. We got a free smoke. We're going to be getting into some information. Hey, it's going down today. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Shout out to the real ones in the building. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, and we out this thing, man. Peace and love to everybody in your building. What's your tribe? We from America, man. We from America. What's your tribe, y'all? Turn me up and let me know how y'all feel in the chat, man. Y'all know we one of them ones. Shout out to the real ones, all my peoples in the building. Be safe, be aware, stay vigilant, stay dangerous. It's your brother, Big Aboriginal Power, and we out.
Hey, V. Say, what's your tribe, little nigga? What's your tribe, little nigga? Pressure apply, little nigga. When we slide, little nigga. If you a $5 nigga, don't get tried, little nigga. What's your tribe, little nigga? What's your tribe, little nigga? Pressure applied, little nigga. When we slide, little nigga. If you a $5 nigga, don't get tried, little nigga. It's a sleeve down movement, we ain't jabbing shit. But if niggas want box, then we jabbing shit. Uncivilized, we be on some savage shit. And if you disrespect this shit, it could get tragic quick. Boy, we smoking on that WAP, that's that Walter Platt. Edgar Hoover in the wood and we ain't coughing yet. If you a NA nigga, then you not a threat. If you a AA nigga, you get my respect. Aboriginal, all the ops pitiful. Colonize your mind, then they act like they got rid of you. Truth come to the light, they'll fuck around and finish you. Copper color Indian, the proof is individual. I said the proof is individual. SOE. Shit is getting critical. Better mask up, nigga, or be dinner fool. And it's still trap gang, you know that been a crew. A alpha male don't just provide, little nigga. He create governments and get supplied, little nigga. All that marching ain't gon' work. You ain't tired, little nigga. Quick to G check that nigga like, what's your tribe, little nigga? What's your tribe, little nigga? What's your tribe, little nigga? Pressure applied, little nigga. When we slide, little nigga. If you a $5 nigga, don't get tried, little nigga. What's your tribe, little nigga? What's your tribe, little nigga? Pressure applied, little nigga. When we slide, little nigga. If you a $5 nigga, don't get tried, little nigga.
Never have no tent on them, come from where we come from. Copper ain't your nature, this ain't your land, this ain't your nation. They say we lost our language when we went through simulation. Y'all went through simulation, how the fuck y'all know the language? Just to marry, fuck these natives. Atlantis till we vanish. First on Turtle Island, still the first ones on this planet. They talk on the net, but if we met, they show they panties. When it come to action, bitch, we slide like Michael Jackson. Bullets playing tag, this ain't no Facebook post. They was damn bad before they came to the coast. Crackers turn to jackers, all our friends became foes. 100 years later, back on top of you hoes.
Say, what's your tribe, little nigga?